Viewer discretion advised.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stereo Dread, powered by
Dezombified.
With me is the beautiful and talented Miss Stereo.
Hey. How you guys doing tonight? With me, it's a Puerto Rican prince of poetry, Kenny Dreadful.
Yeah, indeed. So what's going on, guys? I hope you had a great day today. Let us know in the chat if you did. Let's keep prayers for those people down south dealing with that hurricane. Let's send them good vibes and hope that all human life and all, pets and they'll remain safe and there's no loss of life,
Yeah, we have loved ones down there right now.
Excuse me.
Our thoughts and prayers, of course, are with them. But we worry. You know how that goes. So, yeah, let's keep Florida in our prayers and thoughts tonight.
So what's going on, everybody? Tonight we have Maskino. He's gonna be in the house in a little bit.
Oh, yes, he is. But before he is officially in the house, we want to wait till we get the okay from Mandy Mortem, because she's not feeling so well tonight, she says. Yeah, and I guess, being that she's down in Florida and everything, I think she needs to adjust her signal as well. So, yeah, we want to wait for Mandy. Of course we do. We want to wait for any one of you guys that we know is having a hard time getting here, but we know you're on your way, because that's just how we do. Thank you so much, Creepy Clown Girl, for those prayers for Florida. We really need them. Florida, come on, everybody has family in Florida, so let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a little bit choked up today. I don't know why. I hope everything's okay. I want my family to be okay. I want friends and distant relatives to be all right, and I want the Z Horde to have the same. You guys are just so wonderful. Kenny himself is going through a little something tonight. He has really bad allergies, so you guys probably heard him coughing and
You're talking smack behind my back.
No,
Damn, Miss
not,
Stereo.
baby.
I just stepped
I'm
out to go to the
asking-
bathroom and cough a little bit because you know what? I was cleaning today. And I'm gonna tell you what, these freaking chemicals that they
Oh,
sell us
God.
to clean our homes with, a lot of those chemicals, man, they bring on shortness of breath, they bring on respiratory problems,
They do.
Yeah, so that's why we started switching over to something that's more natural,
Yeah.
cleaning supplies. I'm not going to say the name because they're not sponsoring us, but it rhymes with Michael Myers. Excuse me. Yeah, it rhymes with Michael Myers.
Oh my God, you're too funny. So what I was saying is that you were having some sort of allergic reaction because we've been cleaning lately.
Yeah,
that's
right.
thing
And
I was
I'm
about
allergic
to
to
say.
like dust and pollen and all that crap.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I used to go
mostly
to the
dust.
doctor and they used to give me like 8 shots for allergies. Back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like
Sounds like
it's
a
terrible.
good time, baby.
For what? For a roll call. Let's do it, baby. Let's get this party crack-a-lackin'. Let's get it started. Oh, yeah. We got Mia Mina, the zombie ballerina. She's in his house. We got Louis Witt. That boy ain't right. He's in his house. What is going on, Louis? Nice to see you. Let's see who else is up in here. We got Philia Noctis. She's in his house. Let's see who else of my beautiful family is up in here. We got Creepy Clown Girl. Yeah. She's in his house. What is going on, CCG? It's nice seeing you. We have Mandy Mortem. Everyone. She's in his house. What is up, Mandy? 13 past midnight. 13 past midnight. It's in his house. Hey, I know that when we were little, we were told don't talk to strangers, but it's okay if you talk to stranger stories. He's in his house.
I'm pretty sure my
What is
parents
up,
didn't
stranger
know
stories?
Stranger Story.
I'm pretty sure they didn't either. I'm so glad we do, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that. He's just so evil. The evil outcast, everybody. He's in his house. We got the millionaire extraordinaire, Don Sharp, everybody. He's in his house. What is up, Don Sharp? Who else is here of my beautiful family? Let's see. Scrolling down the chat. We got PA Nightmare. Woo! In his house. What is up, PA Nightmare? All right. And we got the Haunted Library, baby. They're in his house. Better not have any overdue books because they will send a poltergeist to haunt your ass. All right. That's awesome. And let me do one more thing. Let's see if anybody else is here before we continue. No, we're good. We're all caught up.
Oh,
nice.
Awesome. How you guys doing tonight? Like we were saying before, we send out all love, thoughts, prayers, light, and blessings, and good vibes to Florida and the people of Florida. But baby, you
and
know
everybody
what?
in its path from New Orleans to Carolinas and all those places.
Oh, it's gonna go to a few places.
It's everybody
we
down
here,
there.
and we are going to talk about that right now because that is the one of the
why not? Let's do it.
Bit of news we're gonna start
let's
off
talk
with.
about that because it's real, something. But real quick, we got the Lizard Queen. She's in his house.
Woo-hoo.
That was my poor impression of a trumpet. I don't know, something like that. She's in his house. A queen needs a trumpet.
Oh hell yeah! That's a proper
to be
introduction for a
introduced.
queen.
That's right, baby. Work it, girl.
Let's see here.
Work it.
Turns out we have two queens in the house tonight, though.
Word?
Because we have the Lizard Queen and the Queen of the Zombie Horde, the Z Horde, CCG
That's
in the
right,
house
two
tonight.
queens.
So we have two queens from
Wait,
two
and
different
you're a
kingdoms.
queen too, Miss Stereo.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
a third queen. Three's a charm, baby.
Oh yes. You're all loyalty to us, but you guys know what.
Yeah, I wanted to give you a trumpet, Lizard Queen, but my best is I don't know what the hell. And I didn't practice that one.
Oh goodness gracious, baby. Let me see here.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do right here?
Alright.
That was from 2 hours ago, so that's pretty recent. So let's do it. It says
Yes.
We're gonna read about the hurricane right quick and pay some respects to our family and friends down south.
Okay.
You know?
There you go.
So Hurricane Dorian will pound coast of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia through Friday. Yep, it strengthens in latest update. So let's scroll down and see what they're talking about. So Hurricane Dorian will track near the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and southeastern Virginia into Friday, delivering a siege of storm surge flooding, high winds, and flooding rain. Dorian's maximum sustained winds have increased slightly, currently a Category 2 hurricane. Regardless, Dorian will have significant damaging impacts near and along the southeast coast. Significant coastal flooding is ongoing on Florida's first coast, including in St. Augustine, even as we head into low tide. Some coastal flooding is also ongoing along the Georgia coast. So yeah, Georgia, Charleston, Carolina. Yep.
Well, even up here in New England, we're feeling some of the impacts because
it was
our
cloudy
internet.
today. Yeah.
No, not just that. Our internet has been acting funky.
Excuse me.
For the past couple of days, and
it has.
I think there might be some relation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm bugging, but that's what it feels like. It's been the past couple of days. I've been acting buggy, and just pages reloading on their own, and things like little micro demiseconds, if there's such a thing, like outages sort of, or like wanting to be an outage type of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how we've been experiencing lately.
I'll tell you one thing, my voice is on an outage. All this damn hacking. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me for that. Yeah, so we got yep, there you go, creepy clown girl. She put prayer and love and a bunch of prayer emojis. Thanks.
Well, creepy clown girl.
There's not, there's no amount of time that's appropriate to, devote to a subject like this, because it's so scary and it's so real.
Yeah.
And life and death is always a possibility with hurricanes and stuff like that. So we don't want to overdo it, but we don't want to underdo it either. You know what I'm saying? We don't, because it's real important. But yeah, let's move on though. Let's move on from that to the rest of the festivities we got on tonight.
Yes. Let's do a lighter note now. How about this?
Can't wait till the hurricane's done so we don't have to talk about it no more.
I know, yeah.
Just get out of here, hurricane. Break out already, dude.
Yes.
Jeez, nobody wants you. Get out of here.
Oh,
That's why your mother don't love you.
Yeah. I remember that's a meme.
That's a meme.
So Mandy Mortem says that thank goodness it's not going to reach her. Nice. The hurricane. Good. We're glad.
We got a quick roll call. We got Christine Baker. She's in the his house. What is up, Christine Baker?
Hi, Christine.
Hey, toodles.
Oh my goodness. Is the stream buffering or anyone else, or do I need to refresh? Well, it's done a little jumpy jump here and there for me a couple of times, but I find that the audio keeps going. Is anybody else experiencing it? Anything like I am?
Yeah.
Like the audio will keep going. It's just the stream will get jimpity jumpity or jumpity whatever. I'm just making okay, yes. Yeah, I have been experiencing little buffers here and there. What I want to know is, does the audio go out? Or does everything, is it everything, or is it, I don't know. No, IK. I refreshed and I am IK. I think okay, says Mia Mina. I think that's what she's trying to say. Stream is buffering a bit. My grandmother lives in Florida and I worry about her. Yeah, PA Nightmares. I saw that earlier. Well, prayers to Dustin's grandma. I hope she is safe. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, really mean that, PA Nightmares. And I know that I speak for Kenny as well in that. He had to go back out. I bet he's not even thinking of the one obvious thing. Get some cough drops, because there are some downstairs. I hope he thinks to bring one. I mean, Kenny's usually always prepared for something, but let's see. I wonder. So who says he's going to bring the cough drops? Who says He's going to say, why didn't you tell me? He's going to forget. What do you guys think? I say he's going to forget. I'm going to wait till he gets back up here. And we will know. Filianaktis. Hi, baby. When it buffers, it all goes out. Gotcha. You know, guys, it's been for the past 2 days, and it's kind of weird, you know, that it's been like that, because it's usually not. And we're trying to make sure that everything else in the house that has or uses the internet is off, except for the 2 PCs that we are using to stream. So, I mean, you know, let's see what happens. You know, baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to step off right quick, people. I had to go get me another cup of tea because I can't be dealing with this.
Okay,
coughing.
So everybody in the chat, please say what your answer was to the question I was asking before Kenny got here. Forget or remember? Forget or remember? Well, Philia Noctis says forget. PA Nightmare says LOL. Let's see here. Come on. Okay, so only one person answered. So let's see. So since only one, okay, the Lizard Queen's gonna say forget. Let's see. Dustin says he forgot. I'm still waiting for some answers, baby, to this question that I asked everybody before you walked in. And it's a secret question. No, I can't tell you yet because I gotta see what they think first.
Yeah, this sounds interesting.
And
oh boy.
Okay. Well, what I was telling them is that you tend to be prepared.
Yes.
One way or another for these little odd things every now and then, you know, and I'm sometimes thinking, wow, how the hell is it that he thought to do that? And right now that came in handy. This is what I'm thinking now.
Okay.
Right. And, but sometimes the most obvious thing you'll forget to do or you won't think of. And I got to blame myself too, because I thought of it too late when you had already left and I heard you hacking.
Yeah.
But me knowing you the way I do. I think you didn't think to do this one thing before coming back.
What?
Bringing cough drops for yourself.
Forget the cough drops. I got tea. And you know, cough drops have sugar. I don't think, you know, you should be having sugar or any sort of dairy.
Tea has honey.
You know.
And honey is
it's all natural.
It's a natural sugar, but it's still pretty much sugar. Let's see. Evil Outcast is laughing, but it is true. You know, you do have tea.
Yeah, so I didn't bring none, so I guess I forgot. Okay.
That was a joke. You know, I was just trying to make conversation. That's cool. But it's so cute. I think it's cute. I think we should do that. Like, if I step out of the room, you should ask the audience a super secret question. I'm asking them
a question right now, and I want you to listen. If you live with like cats, right? And let's say you live with cats for like 4 or 5 years, and you know they're always shedding, you can't stop it, no matter how much clean it up. So when you're breathing and those hairs be flying in the air, imagine over 4 or 5 years worth of breathing a hair here, a hair there. All of a sudden, you freaking hack up a hairball one day. I wonder if that's even a thing. Like, can a person like get a hairball like from being with cats so often, so much? I don't even know. I'm a new cat owner, so it's only been like the past 4 years. So I don't even know.
Okay, let's see here. Mandy Morden says corpse tea. Corpse tea.
What about corpse tea? That's supposed to help you with
No, I think that is funny. That's funny. I think you're right. I think I'm wrong and I think you're right. Corpse tea. You got it before I did. You know, we're supposed to be drinking corpse tea, you know, for the cough. I think you might be right. I thought it was going to be something else though. So I was wrong. I think Kenny's right. Is that
all right? Listen, we need to get Maskino up in here ASAP.
It looks like it. Well, let's see.
Let's do it, baby.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Maskino is not in his house yet, But let's see. Let me send him the link.
All right. So in the meantime, let's get up, walk around, maybe shake a little bit to the Z Horde anthem. At least in the meantime, right quick.
Yes, I'll be contacting Maskino in Twitter, so that'll give you guys a chance to also stretch out your fingers.
Yeah, go to the bathroom, get a snack,
and
clear your throat like me.
And Maskino at Twitter.
Like that.
And tell him, get over to Dezombified. We're gonna send him a link right now. We're gonna show Maskino. All rise for the Z Horde anthem.
Brains.
This one goes out to all you Dezomba friends, the Z Horde. We want you to know just how much we love you.
Shout out to Philia Noctis, creepy clown girl, dark carnival got this. A local nightmare, it's so amazing. Puerto Rican Jose's entertaining. Dark waters, dog man is twisted. Nation 1994, really gifted. Dustin Fleming's stronger than the rock. Hellfire's out here making everything hot. Yeah, Braden 23 or 5 is a G. We're kryptonites down, Kitty's family. Now there are times when we all need gore. Danny Martians in the house, never know what's in store. Mandy Mortem is legit and a queen. Got the grows enchanting, she's on the scene. 13 past midnight, things that go bump in the night. Gory B, horror addicts are out of sight. Big ups to the late horror show. Emily's Adventures in Horrorland, here we go. And you know we gotta keep them dice rolling. MD Who Entertainment, she's been chosen. Give it up for the evil outcast. Swedish mom is dope, yo, you know she got class. So if you get bad vibes from storytelling, then these monsters in my mind will leave you yelling. You see, we all about hearing stranger stories on the creeps. So sweet, she really got love for me. Penny tails up, narrating for the win. Queenie Tade amazing, but real dark and grim. The Mentor Centaurs, Flickathon, Swamp Dwellers. Scolded 22, they be our fellas. Anime tone, made time he lives. A fantastic panic, deep paranormal history, great graphics. What's up, Bullis Greedier? I meant CP. I'm gonna get so bent with nefarious TV. Slumberies are the morbid. Cap 7, truly salmon. And we can never forget about Karen. 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 Hey everybody, welcome to Stereo Dread. We have a merch shop on Teespring and we have mugs. We got tank tops, but our mugs, the Zomba mugs, they're so amazing. You could put, your Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebbles if you like cereal. You could put oatmeal. You could put lunch things in there for lunch, like some mac and cheese with hot dogs. You could put some dinner items in there at dinner time. You could put some mashed potatoes and gravy. You could put sweets in there. You could put freaking Twizzlers in there like I do. Ice cream. You could put ice cream in there and fudge. You could put whatever in the Dezomba mug. So come check them out. And we'll make you one custom. We just made one for CCG. It's the pink one right there. So you can send us your avatar on Twitter or on Gmail. And we'll make a custom one for you. So check those out. Now, without further ado, everybody, put your hands together. Everybody, please, for the one and the only, Maskino. What is up?
Hello. How's it going?
How's it going? Good. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Fantastic.
Still figuring out Hangouts. I've only done one before, so.
It's very simplistic. It's so simple that it confuses you. Honestly, I understand.
Yeah, it bees like that sometimes. Yeah, it does. So, Maskino, how was your day today? Let's start off with that.
It was pretty good. Got to wake up a little later, so I just got a few errands done. Then after that, I just kind of came home and chilled out. So
nice.
Today's a very, very good off day. Got a few things done. That's about it.
Are you in the path of the hurricane?
No. I'm close to Florida, but no, not in the path of the hurricane.
Okay, good. So glad to hear that. Thank the Lord. Good. All right, now that that's out the way, Mysterio, let me see that thing I told you so I could start interviewing my man here, Maskino. All right, so with the first question, Maskino, how did you come up with the name Maskino?
Honestly, I thought I knew I wanted something to do with masks because I've always kind of liked masks, like just different ones.
Right.
The actual design that I came up with, I've had for years now. But I thought the name sounded cool, and I just went with it. And came to find out that when I was trying to make my Twitter, that it was apparently someone's last name. I think it's some dad in the Philippines who posted like two things, and
right.
So now I can't claim just Maskino on Twitter,
right?
Which well, but so far that's the only instance that I've ever seen the name. So as long as that guy no longer comes on the internet, I'll be fine.
Cool. So real quick though, I did want to make a comment to you. There was a comment in the chat shortly before you got here from Mandy Mortem, and she said not to let you show one eyeball or something like that until she got here.
What's that about? What's going on?
She said, "Oh yeah, no." She said she wouldn't come and stay if I didn't show at least an eyeball.
Oh wow!
So
okay.
So I've got to post an eye somewhere.
Okay.
She's playing hardball. Real quick, we have a roll call.
She didn't. I was just gonna say she didn't make me specify that it had to be my eyeball, so I'm just gonna go to Google Images real fast.
Nice. Good workaround, indeed.
He got you,
yeah,
Mandy.
He did. Yeah,
you gonna let
did.
him play you like that, Mandy?
But don't leave, Mandy.
Get him.
Stay, baby. We got Aisha, 1994, everybody. She's into his house. She does digital art, and she's amazing. So go check her out. Yeah. But right now, we have the one and only Maskino. So you made that yourself, then? You said it was an idea that's been brewing in your mind for a couple of years, the avatar, the guy?
Yeah, essentially just the mask. So it's easy to kind of throw it on just about anything. But like I said, the mask I had come up with, like, it's probably been over 10 years now, but it was just a very simple design that I came up with. I thought, it'd be something neat. I think the main sort of inspiration for it, in terms of like the design of like the eyes, is probably from like Batman the animated series. Yeah, like the cowl, for whatever reason, kind of just changes his eyes to these almost, not really triangular, but very angled sort of slits instead of eyes, which I think really kind of helped out because it really differentiated between Bruce Wayne and Batman in the show. It's sort of like a subconscious thing. Humans like to look at eyes to connect with people, so if you change something that we see as human, it just automatically makes us kind of it can put people off or let them associate it with something else. So psychologically, I felt like it was just a good choice. So I kind of went with it too.
I need to tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you this in private. Everybody, don't listen. Don't listen. It's just for Maskino. Hey, Maskino, you know something? I'm really into comics, man. I like, superheroes and the movies and all of it. And I'm not ashamed.
Don't tell anyone this, since we're,
That's right. And
I'm not ashamed. I got you. But since everyone's got their ears plugged, let me tell you, I've got a huge stack of comic books under my bed right now.
Okay, cool. I'm happy nobody heard that.
That's not what Kenny has under his bed.
Whoa, baby. We don't need to talk about the inflatable.
She has feelings too.
But
I'm
that's pools. Oh man, I wish
Sexy
I had a
pool. Sexy Lexi, that's her name. Don't talk about her. But she might come out and get you later. But seriously though, so Maskino, I'm into all those things too. So I'm happy that you are as well. One day we could talk more about it. comics and stuff
for
like
sure.
that. Let me ask you this next question though, right quick. How are you into like scary movies at all? Scary video games, anything like that?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, you are?
For sure.
Okay.
When I was younger, there was a my dad took me to the movies, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to go watch Thomas the Train?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we're not going to watch that. We're going to go watch this movie called Scream." So it was an awful experience as a child.
Oh man.
But,
Roll call. Sorry.
I don't know. After that, it just kind of after that, it kind of just became a thing that we would watch scary movies, and it got to the point where they just never scared me so much anymore. So now I kind of watch a lot of scary. Well, I say I watch a lot of scary movies.
It's for the fun. It's fun, right? Come on, just say it. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
We got a quick roll call. We got knock knock, Miss Stereo.
Who's there?
MD.
MD who?
MD Who Entertainment, baby. She's in his house. What is up, MD Who? With us is Maskino. Okay, so
another one.
Hello, MD.
Another one. Wait,
another roll call.
There's another roll call.
Oh, who is it?
Slumber Reads.
We got Slumber Reads, everybody. He's in his house.
Slumber is awesome. He rated
Slumber
us
is the
last
freaking
night.
man, baby.
He rated us with like
I felt so violated after he rated us. I had to go take a shower. Felt so violated. They rated everything. Everything was just all rated.
They rated us so much.
Real hard. They rated the shit out of us.
Oh, hell yeah. It was so hard that our stream felt it and it started to get all glitchy and whatnot.
Yeah.
That was a hard raid.
It was really hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there for that. It was like about the same time that it actually happened is when I came in.
Yeah, our internet started to go all funky.
He was there. He knows.
It was so humiliating.
He was there last night.
Oh my god. So humiliating.
So let me go on to this next question.
Yes.
So your first scary movie, so you're saying it was actually Scream? Part 1?
It was.
Oh,
Yep, very
okay.
first one.
You know something? Did you get to see the rest of the installments as well as the TV show?
The TV show, no, but I did catch up on the installments, and I remember the first one as still being the most scary. I don't know if that was just because the decline in writing of the sequels or that I was younger, but either way, the first one is still the best one in my opinion. Yeah,
we watched that with our daughters recently as one of their first movies as well, and they were into it. They were super into it, and we had so much fun watching them all. We watched all of them, and it was like, oh my god, this is so fun. So yeah. Oh, we got a quick roll call. We got Josie, kitty. She's into his house. What is up, Josie, kitty? All right. Miss Stereo, why don't you ask the next question? I don't want to ask all the questions. It's not fair.
Okay. Let's see here. What is some of your all-time favorites?
In terms of scary movies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Scream probably started it off, especially it's probably what gave me my love of like just scary looking mask, because like that same year for Halloween I went as Ghostface. So that
Who didn't?
That was kind of the start of it. I don't know, it was just something that's like, I watched the movie and I was scared of the killer, but when you put on the mask and you smell that lovely latex smell and you're sweating a little bit inside of it, you just grow attached to it. There's something special about your first mask. But my like actual favorite, especially now, would be the Friday the 13th series. So that was definitely one that just started out really good, and it kind of got part 6 was just a lot of fun for me just to watch. So part 6 is probably my favorite. But
which one is that one again? Which one is that one again? Part 6. Which
one is part 6?
Yeah.
That's the one where Tommy Jarvis is an adult and he wants to bring him back, so he digs him up, and Tommy Jarvis is like, I know you're dead, but I'm gonna stab you with this metal pole. And
oh yeah.
So Tommy Jarvis Yeah,
that was awesome.
Revives the guy who he's trying to make sure doesn't come back. It's like, oh, way to
that
go!
was awesome.
You messed up so bad. You did the reverse of what you were trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yo, in that movie, right? I think there was a Freddy Krueger Easter egg in that movie, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if it was in that one, but I know it was part 9 where Jason Goes to Hell. That's the one that had Freddy's claw coming up and grabbing it.
Yeah, that was so friggin' awesome when I saw that. I was like, oh hell yeah, that was awesome. Everybody in the theater was tripping.
And then,
like,
then it took like almost 10 years for it to actually happen.
I know. I'm just happy it did, man. I'm just happy it did. All right, cool. Let me ask you this next question. So how long have you been doing this, Maskino? Your channel, you know?
For horror narrations, only fairly recently, about a few months. I take that back. As far as like doing videos and such, I would do that. Because prior to this, I was doing like just like gaming streams and videos. So I did every so often I would read something for like streams, just usually like funny posts or whatever. But I also would occasionally read stories that people would suggest to me. Most of them being like bad fan fiction stuff. So you know, I kind of, my little hook was like, yeah, no, I'll read whatever you send to me, just, with a few exceptions. But so yeah, I've read some just god awful stuff on the internet, but then I kind of got into horror stuff again. It was like, oh boy, there's actually some decent writing here. Thank you. I'm happy. I don't have to read in a very forced seductive tone and just feel gross.
I hear you.
So, but yeah, I still I like doing the funny stuff still. Like for my 100 subscribers thing, I did the Batman script that was written by a computer that watched over 1,000 hours of Batman movies, I think, or something like that.
Shut up.
It was just
no.
No, I it's
What?
It's something, all right.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
We got computer software that writes scripts now.
The guy from what I understood, he essentially forced this AI to watch 1,000 hours of Batman, and then made it write a script from all the knowledge about Batman that it acquired from the forced media that it was made to consume. And
that is sick. How many years ago was this?
This is fairly recently. I could probably
Oh really?
Probably find it's just a short little like thing. I could probably find it and read it to you guys again.
Cool. That'll be cool. In the meantime,
if anyone's interested in it.
Nice. Wow, that is crazy. But real quick, MD Who, I am so sorry that you're not feeling good. I really do hope you get better, soon. Same thing for you, Mandy Mortem. Get well soon as well.
Yeah, you guys got to stop being sick. I say right now, you need to feel good. Just as a doctor, I recommend you just stop being sick.
All right.
And you can trust that I have my medical degree. I paid the $5 online and signed my
Nice. That's right, baby. You know something? Let me tell you. 100%. I have to do it.
You got
100% real doctor.
That's right.
The only doctor here is MD.
I'm sorry, but listen, man. This brings me into a special thing that's dear to my heart. People, never let anybody tell you that your dreams cannot come true. Because you know something, your dreams can come true. And when they tell you that they can't, is because they're secretly jealous of you, or they secretly want you for themselves and can't afford to lose you, or they're just haters straight up, or they, misery loves company. Whatever, however you want to word it or phrase it, just believe in yourself, man. Because let me tell you something. I had a dream once. I wanted to be, on stage or in front of a camera and making movies. You know what I'm saying, Maskino? And so one day I visualized the dream that I had, and I went out there and I made it come true. I made my dream come true. So I'm gonna put an image on screen. It might come to you in about 10 or 15 seconds.
30.
About 30 seconds, fine. When you see it. And I want you to tell me if you see anybody you might recognize if you've been around the stream here on Stereo Dread for a minute. Because dreams do come true, man.
Slumber Reed says, big facts.
That's right. MD Who says, you're not going to show that photo.
Well, you know he's shameless, right, MD Who?
I have to. This is the perfect segue into that. You know, he's a doctor. He got his online $5 diploma.
Yeah.
And I made my dreams come true. That's me in the middle with the sunglasses on stage at a Broadway play called Hamilton.
And I can tell, as a doctor, that photo is 100% not doctored.
Exactly. Thank you. So you see, I woke up one night.
I'm also a lawyer, by the way, if anyone is interested.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'm a certified minister. So I could marry you right now. Who you want to get married to, Maskino?
I'm already married. I've already took that pill.
Oh man, but yeah. So follow your dreams, people. Now back to the subject here of interviewing Maskino. I have a few more questions for you, my friend.
Okay.
Cool. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met, now this question is a little bit, crazy, but not really. Have you ever met or spoke with a famous celebrity?
About, like, exactly what do you mean, like, celebrity? Because I guess,
now
with the, in the horror community?
Anybody, like singer.
Oh, anybody? Oh.
Singer, actor, director, famous politician, anybody famous. A wrestler, like at WrestleMania or something. I don't know, something.
There was a lot of sort of like small town people that I've sort of talked to, I guess, famous wise. In terms of like like small time people who at
that
one
counts.
point, like,
that counts. Who was
lived in the
what did they do?
That
It counts. What did they do?
I can't remember his name, but he lived in our town and he went ahead and he joined the MLB. So
wow, that's
I wish I
cool.
could think of his name right now, but he joined the major leagues.
Nice.
So that was he came and talked to us for a while, and that was pretty cool.
That's sweet.
The only I guess like sort of famous person in the horror community would have to be Mr. Creepypasta. We met up and hung out for a while, so
nice.
Other than like super famous, no, I don't.
Wait a minute. No. He is super famous. To us, he's super famous, right? People in the chat, give me a thumbs up if you think Mr. Creepypasta is super famous, because we do. He's an awesome dude. We had him on the show. He was magnificent. We just love him to death.
Yeah.
So if you hear from him, say, hey, Dezombified.
He's a big sweetheart.
Yeah, let him know that we love him, man. And whenever he wants to come back, he can. Real quick, we got a shout out. We got a roll call. We got Somber Reads, everybody. Somber Reads. He's in his house.
So we have Somber and some Slumber.
And when they combine, you know what they make?
Slumber.
No, Slumber. Damn it. Their names. Slumber. Yeah, slumber. I want to slumber you.
With I guess I'll talk, kind of going back to one of the questions about how I got into the narrating thing. Okay. It was like I said, I initially was doing a lot more like games and streaming, and I played a game called VR Chat, which is essentially just there's no real way to describe it. It's a lot of user created content, but I was playing that, and there was essentially it's like a whole virtual reality world that you can set up, and I went into one of the very popular bars, and that was actually where he was hanging out with one of his friends.
Really?
So we just started talking, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that voice and that mask and that big shirt that you're wearing that says MCP. I'm fairly certain I remember who you are." So we just sort of hit it off, and he was a real cool dude. After a while of like just playing games and hanging out, like I said, I went to see him at I forgot the Comic-Con was the name of the con, that was nearby, and watched his live reading, and then we went for drinks and just kind of hung out and talked for a while. And the whole time he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "Yeah, you got the good voice. You should give it a shot." So, I gave it a shot, and now here I am. So
Nice.
that's so yeah. I guess we have MCP to thank for that as well, for me actually getting into the horror community like full time.
And this is why I do what I do, because I love hearing stories just like this one.
Yo, that's nice.
This story's freaking amazing. It sounds like something out of a movie.
Yeah. Oh, by coincidence, I'm a narrator too. That is awesome, though. That's really cool, man.
Nice.
That's right. And isn't he such a cool
guy?
guy?
That was weird.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't hear that. You kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, I said, isn't he such a cool guy?
And then he was gonna say, something weird, and then he stopped.
Yeah, what was that?
You guys said he's cool, but no, he's just a huge dork. To be honest, I'll live with you right now. Here's the inside scoop. MCP revealed, just a huge dork.
Dork?
Wait a minute, hold up. I kind of figured him like the type of dude that would be riding like a street motorcycle with the helmet and the rippling muscles and all the tats and all the piercings and stuff. Or
Well, when I said
one of those Venice Beach bodybuilding guys. You serious?
When I said mad cool, I was talking about just mad chill and down to earth. That's what I meant.
I thought he was one of those arm wrestlers that'll break your arm in the bar. Like,
no.
I'm Mr. Creepypasta, bitch.
I'm like James.
No, you're more on the nose about what it is, but realistically, whenever we're hanging out, we're just like talking about anime and video games and just being like, reading? Pfft, only nerds read. So
You know what I think would be amazing? If there were some sort of way that all of us who are hidden in the YouTube community, that wear disguises or hide behind a mask like you,
Don't tell me.
or like me, that I'm Miss Stereo and I'm just a voice. If there were a way that we could all meet and we could all film some sort of audio, record. No, not just that.
Ball.
No, like record an audio reaction to what we all look like.
No, man, I want to go to a masquerade ball. That sounds so much cooler.
Masquerades are the perfect place for murder mysteries.
Oh yeah, sure. Like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't know.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
I mean, who knows? Maybe. Let's see. But I was thinking more like a way so that we can see each other. Not a face reveal to like the masses.
Man,
just to
I just want to hang out at a masquerade party and having a few drinks and just laughing and listening to some cool music and just dancing and chilling.
Eating.
But whatever. Your thing is cool. I guess your thing is all right.
Yeah,
too.
no.
Yes,
I would be down for like a big sort of mask thing, I guess. But I will say this: when I did meet up with MCP, like when he came down and had his mask on, I just walked up to him and I just started talking about like one of the inside jokes we had. It was great because like you can only see his eyes through the goggles and they just widen up. He's like, I expected you to be like a 7-foot tall dude. I was like, no, I'm a normal height individual. So
that is a great story.
It's just, I don't know. I guess it's one of those weird things where people will probably, there'd be a lot of shock if it was a big sort of content creator reveal for hidden individuals.
Nice. All right, let me go to this next question. So let me ask you this. I think we kind of touched on it a little bit, but I'm not sure. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Congratulations. How long?
3 years now.
All right, nice. Mrs. Maskino, hello from Stereo Dread. Are there any baby Maskinos around there?
No. Mm-mm.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, it's ooh. It's something we've talked about and and agreed.
He's stuttering, Mrs.
Not soon.
Maskino.
He's not ready yet. I don't blame you.
No,
Don't blame you at all. Live your life, have fun, then have them when you're like.
as I've said, if there's going to be anyone crawling around this house with a bottle, it's going to be me at 4 a.m.
Nice. All right, cool. So let's go on to the next question.
I demand to be taken care of. All right, I can't take care of anyone else but myself.
I hear you, man. I hear you. They're
It was
big,
awful.
kids.
Before that, I couldn't cook. I was just
Kids
I don't know
are
what
a
to
big
do with myself.
responsibility, man. Trust me.
yeah.
Put it off as long as you can.
My best friend just had his first daughter, so
Okay.
he was really stressing out about it. So, but yeah. So I'm just gonna let him be sort of like the guinea pig of how it goes, watch his life, and see how well it holds together.
Well, there's nothing like actual experience, so I'll tell you the truth. It's in you. It's in your DNA. So the day that it happens, first of all, nobody's ever ready. So it doesn't matter how much money or you have or don't have. It doesn't matter. You're never ready. You're like never ready. Okay. This is something that is an experience. You have to experience it for you to understand. It just comes naturally. It truly, honestly, just comes naturally.
I could see a baby Maskino around there one day,
Yeah.
narrating like daddy. I could see it.
Wearing a little mask and the little diaper.
I could see it. But let's go on to this next question.
All
All
right, son, I need you to read for me. Goo
Okay.
goo.
Goo goo gaga.
I remember myself clearly coming through the birth canal. All I know is that
All right,
everybody
well,
was
that's not safe for
screaming at
YouTube,
me.
son. I'm gonna need you to go back to your room.
Nice. All right, so let me ask you this next question. So, how does your family and your friends feel about what you do as far as, narrating and having a YouTube channel?
My family, they kind of, I don't think they could care too much for it. I mean, no one else really cares for horror stuff other than my dad, so that's about it. The only person who really would have sort of an interest in any of this, but
He gets it. Daddy gets it.
I mean, oh yeah, but as far as like friends, yeah, I without being annoying, I'm just like, hey, this is what I'm working. Like if someone asks, I'll be like, yeah, no, this is the story I'm going to read, or I'm having trouble with this, or I got asked to do this, just little stuff like this, or I'll a lot of times for thumbnails, if anyone's awake at the time that I'm making them, I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Should I add this? Because I don't know. I feel like in terms of like Photoshop, I don't know too much of what I'm doing. I just kind of have an idea of what I want, and I see what I can't do to tweak it so it's just fitting to the video as it is, without giving away too much or anything like that. So
That is
because I've noticed, especially on No Sleep, there's a lot of like story titles that kind of just give away what the main hook is. So I don't know. I guess I'm just used to a good bit of suspense or build up to.
So let me ask you this:
big reveal.
Can you change the title?
I'm sure if I asked, I could, because the only time I've like sort of changed the title or whatever was when I wasn't reading one story. I was actually reading 5 like short poems by one of the authors, and I asked them. I was like, hey, since these are a collection of very short stories or poems, can I just call it Lovesick, which was the name of the video, and because they're all like quote unquote about love in a way. So I kind of was like, yeah, let me just, it's like, does this sound like a good title to you, or can you come up with something and I'll name it? Because it's still your stuff. Because I feel like the label content creator isn't exactly one that's very fitting. Whenever I don't know, maybe it's just me personally. I feel like I didn't do as much of the work as the authors did themselves, because I know I'm not a writer. I just am much better at reading and giving a bit of an acting spin on other people's stories. So
Right.
I like the term either narrator or voice actor a lot better than content creator. But that's just, again, something I personally feel. So,
well, MD Who says she also likes it when story titles are a little more subtle and cryptic. And yeah, I agree. You guys,
I agree.
Right? You guys hit it right on the head,
But not too cryptic that the algorithm doesn't know what to do with it.
That's true too. You got to be careful with that. If it's too cryptic, then the algorithm is not gonna put it out there the way you need it to be. So, you know how it goes.
Alrighty then.
I'm still figuring out YouTube's sort of formula.
Good luck
I
with
guess.
that, man. We haven't cracked it yet.
Yeah, I know
we haven't cracked it.
They've
Nobody can
No,
crack
that's
it.
not true.
I know
I
they
think people have.
I think at one point, just to say a few things personally, I think at one point, if I remember correctly, they came out with like a live stream trying to explain some things, and they were in so few words kind of admitted to not even knowing how it works themselves. They just kind of was like, yeah, we put it together, but it really got out of hand. But that was a few years ago, so maybe they've buckled down and fixed things. Fingers crossed. But high hopes are not exactly there. But I know some people know a lot more about it than I do, so I'm just going and learning. So.
All right, cool. I'm gonna ask you this next question. So, is this what you do for a living, or are you actually a $5 doctor?
Oh, I'm a jack of all trades, but I don't make any money from YouTube narrations. This is just like I said, that's a hobby that I was doing for fun.
Cool.
I did like reading some people's stuff they would send me. It was fun, especially when I did it for live streams and would be able to get people's reactions and takes to it. So, well, I'm not doing it live anymore. I do still love like seeing people's comments. Like when I did a premiere, my most popular video being the premiere is really good, and my most popular video, another collection of stories that were just troll pastas, where people were like just losing their minds. They're like, I thought this would be scary, but this is silly. I never expected there'd be a spooky skeleton in the passenger seat.
Right.
So, honestly, I do like sort of the black comedy writings, but it's hard to find one that's not I don't know, just real out there in terms of the story.
Right.
So I think a very good example would be a Senseless Ritual. That was a very good one where I played the sort of the demon sort of instructing the reader on how to go through this ritual to achieve a sort of silent sanctum. But in the end, the demon's like, well, yeah, you should have really suspected that this was all going to backfire because I'm a demon. So, haha, later, loser.
Cool.
But,
your avatar reminds me
of Yaman.
Actually,
no,
I was gonna say Deadpool.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I unintentionally, I guess, yeah, I've seeing that now. A lot of people have said that. I never intended for it to be, I guess, inspired. I don't want to say ripped off, but inspired with Deadpool in mind. Because, like I said, I took more inspiration from the Batman series.
Yes.
So
it's the personality that your avatar has. Is that,
that was. Yeah, that was one thing.
And the mask.
When I did there was one of those Twitter posts where it was like what do you think my OC acts like or something like that, and that was a pretty big common thing was Deadpool.
Right.
So I mean I like it.
Cool.
Deadpool's a good character. I've got a few of his comics and posters. So
dark comedy and all, because it's slashing, blood, kicking butt, violence, explosions, and the whole body of the
it's just
hero
freaking
is
awesome.
burnt.
Yeah.
Right? So, and he wears a mask, but he has this comedic character.
Yeah.
The way that
his comedy was way over the top in that part too.
I loved it. I loved every
minute. But you know something? We got a quick roll call. We got Demented Maniac. He's in his house. What's up, Demented Maniac?
Where We also have Louis Witt.
Louis Witt, that boy ain't right. He's
No.
in the his house. All right, cool. Let me ask you this next question. As a matter of fact, you know what? This is the point in the stream where I'll tell everybody, hey, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. Do it for Maskino. Do it for Mysterio, for myself, Kenny Dreadful. You know, every time you hit that like, you know, a zombie gets his wings or something, whatever. Just do it, baby. You know, and if you haven't subscribed, do it too. You know, that'll be great.
It's my professional medical opinion. Also advising you as your lawyer and just overall internet dad. You should definitely hit the like button. I'm not saying anything bad will happen, but more than likely good things will happen. You know, just probability would be more in your favor. So there's a little math to go on your side too.
Come on, Dad. Come on. Get out of my room.
Oh, Dad.
Cool. So let's go on to this next question. I got a whole bunch for you. Let's see. What are some reactions that you have gotten from people after they find out what you do?
A lot of
Mysterio,
people,
I'm gonna tell you.
have always...
If you allow me to tell you Mysterio's reaction when she told her family, they were like, "Get away from us, Satan!" You know, because they're really, you know, I mean, you know how it is. They're real hardcore with
I
their,
understand. I'm
with their faith.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm from the Bible Belt, so
you know how it is. And we're believers too, but damn, they're old school believers. We're new school. You know.
Oh yeah,
we're same.
They don't get it.
The same.
When I was younger, my parents had to work a lot more, so I actually spent a lot more time with my great grandparents, who were like Depression era grandparents, very old school. My granddad was like a World War II veteran, so no matter it was both a farm. He worked as on the family farm, and then went to World War II, and then came back, and I'm not sure after that, but basically, you know, very much it's like my generation was the best, and you'll never amount to it. So I was like, oh yeah, well I'll show you. So I just, you know, I'm used to working a little harder, but then I kind of realized, like, you know what, I don't have to impress a 90-something-year-old man.
Of course, you're a doctor, damn it. Why should you have to?
Exactly.
Hey.
Look at me now, Granddad.
Exactly.
We know how to use the internet. So there.
My reaction from my family was, word? Okay, cool. Whatevs.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, but just wait. If we get like 1 million subscribers, they're going to be like, for real? When did you start doing this? Like, I told you this like forever ago.
Oh, don't notice now.
Don't notice now.
Hi, Swedish mom.
Swedish mom. She's in the his house.
Hi, Bathsheba.
I hope you ate your vegetables because the Swedish mom, she'll know and she'll scold you.
No, if I ever got to the point where I was making a decent living at this, my mother would definitely probably still be like, you know, that's good and all, but have you considered this as a job because of these reasons here? It's like, yeah, I have, but that's just not what's happening, is it?
Believe it or not, Mr. Creepypasta left a good job at AT&T. And when he got his 1 million subscriber, his dad was like, okay, it's time to go get you a cake, son.
You want to hear something? Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick funny story. All right?
Wait, I wanted to see his reaction to that story, or did you know it already?
I'm gonna let you keep the thunder. But I didn't know
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So recently, I was trying.
Oh, you go ahead. I was gonna say it was the same day. It was the same day that he was very much proudly announced that he would never wear closed-toe shoes again.
Okay.
I don't know what it is with that man and his feet, but that boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right, Peggy.
Hank. No, but seriously, I tried recently. I know many people here know, and I've said it before lots of times, my parents are pastors.
Yes.
So the other day, I'm in the car with my dad, and I'm trying to explain to him, listen, about, you know, maybe if they want to take their, because they do, on Facebook, they do the church live streaming, right? But, you know, as most churches, I guess, I don't know, like, I guess there's not enough techies to go around. So I was telling them how I want to teach my sister, who goes to the church. I wanted to teach her how to stream properly. So
Properly?
Yeah, because
Since when have we been streaming properly?
Well, you know what I mean. Like, go to any church live stream.
I get it.
You know,
I'm just busting your
chop,
chop, baby.
and then you'll understand what I mean.
Take it easy.
So I'm like, you can inspire people a little bit more if you have better presentation.
Yeah.
And so forth. And I'm here trying to talk to him about, there's programs that we could use. Oh, no, yes, I know, and this and that, and putting all sorts of obstacles. And I'm like, we're not doing so bad in the things. And, we're getting good response. We have engagement. And he was like, oh, of course. You're doing what the world wants you to do. You're not doing it God's way. So of course they're gonna want that. I'm like, no, how about your audience wants respect?
Yes.
And to see that you're actually working hard for their attention. How about that?
Yeah.
There's
no. This church, there's no audience.
Let me
this
tell you
not
something,
a show.
Mysterio. You could attract more bees with honey anyway than you do with vinegar. And with that approach, they're like straight up vinegar.
Oh yeah, for real. There's a saying. This, I think it really fits. Is blessed is the mind that's too small for doubt. So some people are just.
That's funny. And Dell's pretty lightweight, man. Like, seriously. Dell's lightweight compared to other technology that's out there. Come on, man. Guys,
no, for sure.
Put a little elbow grease into whatever you do. I don't care if it's church. I don't care what it is that you do. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of it. The game that I mentioned earlier is actually there's a lot more that goes on to it, despite what it's kind of like the sort of first impressions. I recently watched where there's a pastor who the church basically kind of got rid of him for one reason or another. It wasn't like any major spiel or anything, but essentially he didn't really have a place to go, or there wasn't a place for like certain people to attend. Like there was one girl who was homebound. She couldn't leave the house. She was in a wheelchair, all this stuff. So they got together the stuff for her, and they put on these virtual reality sort of church sessions. So every Sunday they have church all together in a virtual reality setting, and they even do VR baptisms.
Whoa, I never heard of that.
And,
that's a new one.
And they live stream it too, and I think they had 200 people for one of their live streams as well.
Nice.
I can see that.
So,
I can see how that would catch
on.
That
is cool.
And that would be great. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
people are more open-minded when it comes to this stuff. Because, if it's really us versus them.
That's what your parents need to be doing right there.
Yeah, that's why I said, if you keep having this us versus
old
them mentality, you're gonna, see them winning a lot.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
you gotta spread the love. Don't spread hate.
I love
spread love.
God made human beings the most adaptable creature on the planet, and if you don't adapt, you die. And that's just simple biology that He made. So if you can't adapt in your ways of spreading His word, then hey, guess what's going to happen? Your way of spreading word is going to die.
That's right. That's right, and we cannot allow that, baby. But let me move on to this next question. So you were saying that Mr. Creepypasta, our boy, because he's so cool. I mean, we still think he's a rock star. So I know you try to blow him up with those open-toe shoes,
especially those sunglasses that he posted that said "pee-pee milk." Oh man, what a rock star! Absolutely mad lad.
But
I gotta tell you guys.
But wait, I gotta
hear this.
Do it. Go ahead.
MD Who says
What?
Fighting against hell at church, but approaches with vinegar. Ironic, considering vinegar is the main ingredient of hot sauce. That was awesome. I loved it. That's like a quote right there.
Mandy Mortem is awesome.
Reading Mandy's.
That was MD
excuse me,
cool,
I'm
by
sorry.
the way.
Reading her.
Twitters, tweets.
Ooh, I'm cutting out a little bit.
ahead, go
Her
ahead.
recent comment. I at one point I love the video game Doom. It's just really awesome.
You know
It's just
they're
over the
remaking
top
the movie,
and
right?
violent.
You know that, right? They're rebooting the movie.
Oh, they're remaking the movie. Oh,
Yes,
oh
they're
boy.
rebooting it.
Let's hope they do a good job.
And they're not-
You know what?
They're
As
not.
long as Dwayne
The
The Rock
Rock-
Johnson's in it,
No, he's not going to be in
there
it.
you go.
He's not going to be in it.
Oh man, you know what? That's
He's
his
not.
loss. That's his loss.
It's.
but-
oof.
I wore a shirt that just had like the old school logo on it.
Yeah.
And some lady was like, so it's like, excuse me, but do you believe in God? I was like, yes, I do. She was just like, well, I was just wondering because your shirt, said doom. I was just wondering if you were maybe into Satanism and our impending doom. I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not. Please don't talk to me anymore, though. It's just,
Yo, that's so rude, yo.
it's
That's so freaking rude.
yeah, well,
Well, and
if
it's
you're talking about her,
ironic.
yes. If you're talking about me, definitely.
No,
yes.
not you. Not you. You had the. You were in your rights, man. That was real rude. But
it's
something.
It's ironic.
Go ahead, Miss Stereo. Yeah.
Because, and no, I'm not getting preachy, but I
course
like
not.
to call out my own. And since the church is my own,
That's
I'm going
right.
to call them out.
It's our own baby.
That's right. We're going to call them out, right?
That's right.
Because charity begins at home and all that.
Yes.
It's ironic how they say that do not go by works and things that are superficial. You're supposed to ignore those because, not everything is the way that it's presented of you, and that it's not by works, so that nobody should boast. But at the same time, you're judging people according to looks instead of really getting to know them and knowing what they're all about. So if you're going to be judging people, just by what you see with your eyes, well, what if you were blind? Then what?
Yeah.
So it is
I don't
ironic.
Subscribe to the idea that you should, never really sort of be glad for yourself and sort of like do a little bit of bragging. I mean, especially if you go by the same sort of doctrine, like I was made in God's image, all that. So why put yourself down and not show off what He's done in your life and all the good
Absolutely.
things? It's never made sense to me to always say, oh yeah, we should just always elevate each other and never think about ourselves. It's like, okay, so
well, if you're
So
not
listen,
okay,
listen,
you're
I
not
mean-
going to be okay for anybody else.
No,
So
no,
that's
no.
that.
They want you to be a carbon copy of what they present.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's almost like conveyor belt Christianity.
Yeah.
It's like an assembly line, and it's all the same. But it's not. It's not all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a church, and if somebody came into my church and they was wearing, sneakers and some like casual clothes, I'm not gonna be like, oh, looking down on that person. I'm gonna be happy that they're just here.
There. Yeah.
Yo, you're here. That's freaking great, man. That's a freaking start.
Hell yeah.
And
For sure.
I've been that was me before. I went into the church. I had my sneakers and my casual clothes. I was looking fresh. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't suit and tie with shoes. And I felt kind of like a thumb sticking out, and I could feel the heat on me. Like, why is he dressing like that? He ain't hanging out on the corner. Why he got it? But I'm
Exactly.
here though.
And they're not
Embrace
thinking,
me, damn it.
hello.
Embrace
he's
me,
not
damn it.
hanging
I'm
out in
here.
the corner.
Embrace
He's here.
Embrace me. And that's
Yeah,
what we do
exactly.
here for everybody. We do it for you, Maskino. We do it for everybody in the chat. We embrace you. We embrace you, and we hope that you embrace us back.
Yeah, we have people who
know?
who listen to us and who are our friends here
That's
that
right.
I consider friends.
Pagans, Buddhists, everything.
Wiccans, all of
Tibetan
that.
monks. I mean, everybody's up in here.
Yeah. Yep. So
Oh, yeah.
you
You can have varying and sometimes conflicting ideas and still be very close in a relationship with someone.
yeah, and love them. Who says you can't love? I don't
yes.
understand. Like for me is who says you cannot love a person, okay? and not necessarily agree or love what they do. I can love anybody. And I don't care who it is, what they look like, what they are into. Because at the end of the day, they have a story. That's why we are always asking.
Well, I'm not going to go that far and say I can love
story.
anybody because, you know, if you harm children or animals or the elderly,
but, you know, okay,
I'm not going to like you.
Of course.
But I will
have
have compassion and want the best for you still. Even after all that, I would still want you to get saved. You know, I want that for you because I don't want nobody burning in the lake of fire. Not even my worst enemy.
That's right. Who would want that? Like, it's
nobody,
almost like,
I mean, you gotta be evil to want that,
like
and I don't think I'm evil, so I don't want that. But
yeah, I it's almost as if sometimes you feel like somebody wants you to go to hell. They want you to burn. Wait a minute. So why are you acting this way? Because if you really want to save me, like you say, then treat me like you want me to, like I'm worth saving. You know, that's the way I see it.
That's right.
Look
what Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast says. We embrace you right back at Dezombified. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Smooches to you. We got a quick roll call. We got a local nightmare. Man, his house. Wepa.
And for those who don't know, Wepa is Spanish people version of woohoo or yeehaw.
Yeah. Manny Mortem says her religion is Vidiv 22ism. Okay, sweet.
That is awesome.
He's a good friend of ours, so that's awesome.
Vidiv is awesome. I love him.
Mia Mina says love the sinner but not the sin.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not the sin.
No, wait. Yeah, okay, you know, you got that right.
She got that right.
Don't worry, I'm just squanched. But
Jigglypuff.
Shut up.
Jigglypuff.
Don't even get me started into that, because I will preach about, because I got my convictions about that.
What are you talking about?
I love me some Digimon too.
You know, hello, I think it's all natural and it's godly. It's my opinion. But that's a debate for Discord if anybody wants to have it.
We're getting crazy over here. Let me go back to the questions. All right, cool. So, I mean, you watch horror narrators on YouTube, of course, because you know of Mr. Creepypasta. But who else do you enjoy?
Lately, it's been kind of taking a little bit, because there's a lot of times where if I'm doing something like I'm more like playing a game or heading to bed, I'll probably put something on to like listen to. But in terms of what I listened to most recently, was Spirit Voices. I listened to a few of her stuff. I've listened to definitely a lot of stuff, because I remember back when Somber Reads was back at 88 subscribers, I was listening to his stuff. So
yeah, same.
Oh yeah. So it was Somber Reads,
Slumber,
MD,
Bad
of course.
Vibes.
Bad
MD
Vibes.
Who,
Bad Vibes is
MD
another one of the first people to kind of welcome me to the community and subscribe and leave some comments on my videos, and so yeah, very very welcoming. But there's been a few times where I have it on autoplay or something, so there might be some other people who is in my YouTube watch history that I've listened to but not paid attention to who it was. So I've like I said, I've got a long list of people who I've got subscribed to, and I'll watch their videos. But recently I've kind of just not been watching horror stuff.
Excuse me. Yes.
In terms of that, it's basically been a lot more Warhammer lore videos has been taking up my time. So.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
Oh yeah, but no, I still retweet everyone who I see if I see them on my timeline, or do what I can to promote people.
That's
them
cool.
Around.
That's good.
That is true. Demented Maniac says, "Oh, I love Spirit Voices. We love her too." Baby.
Hell yeah, Spirit Voices. She's a queen, baby.
Yo, it's funny that you said that, because that's just what I put in the chat just now.
You did?
Look at it.
Get out my mind, Mysterio.
No, you get out of mine.
You get out of my mind, Mysterio.
I said it first.
No, get out of my mind, Mysterio.
Okay, we're gonna make this guy,
personal space. Number one,
Shut
personal
up.
space. Number two, my personal space. Number three, don't get in my personal space. Number four,
Shut up.
it's my personal space.
Demented Centaur, baby.
Demented Centaur is in his house. Better late than never, brother. Don't worry about that. With us is Maskino.
Hello. Don't worry about being late.
That's right.
Oh, don't worry about. You're never late. No.
Yo, I'm always late, but fashionably late. That's me. I'm fashionably late.
You're fashionably a pain
Like,
in the
oh, who's
butt.
coming through the door? Oh, that's Kenny. Oh, okay.
You're
He's a little
pain in
late,
the
but
butt.
he looking right though.
Did you mention door? Because
You are
I'm
a
Al
pain in
Harrington
the
with Al
butt.
Harrington's Real Fake Doors.
Exactly. Real fake doors. We
There you
got
go.
them. This door goes nowhere. How about this door? It goes nowhere.
Nope. Nope, doesn't open. Nope, not that one. None of these doors go anywhere.
MD Who says, LOL, listen
I
to
got
y'all
ants in my
bicker.
eyes.
Wait, MD Who's...
Are these good prices? I can't tell because I got ants in my eyes, people.
I also can't feel any pain. It's a rare condition. Can't feel nothing at all.
No pain.
Who's that? Who's there?
Baby.
Don't know.
Ah, damn.
Read what MD Who said.
MD Who says, LOL, listen to y'all bicker. You'd think y'all were married or something. Who's this lady in front of me? I don't know you.
I don't know you either. Get out my house.
Listen, I do know you. I've known you for over 500 years. Have I told you, Maskino, that me and Miss Stereo are from the year 2550?
Wait, I thought it was
2550.
Oh, okay.
We came back because in the future, all technology has been outlawed due to the fact of people misusing it.
Really?
Yes,
I don't believe so.
all
You need to rise
technology.
up, rebel, bring about
So
the human
what happened
resistance.
was-
you guys need to go right now with banners and a whole lot of good speeches. Grab them laser guns and just go all out. You get the human resistance.
Oh, we had none of that. They took it all. We were living like back in the Stone Ages. So what we did was we went on a quest and we found a machine. It was called the DeLorean. Oh, what a wonderful machine this DeLorean was.
I've heard
And it
about
took
it in
us
the
back.
sacred text.
Yes, it took us back into the future, you see. And what happened was we came back to show and spread love and try to spread more love, infectious love,
photographic evidence
diabetes.
of that.
So on your screen, you might see a photo from 1928.
Yep. It's there.
It should be on your screen.
Oh boy, what a
That's
time
the
to be
machine.
alive.
We
I
were
remember it just
working
like
in
it
the
was
machine.
yesterday.
Exactly.
It was yesterday for us.
Show them the other photo. Yeah, so we've been coming back in time, trying to spread love and help heal society, so that the technology does not be taken from us. Here goes another photo from 1927. It's a racing car race, an auto race, one of the early ones. You might see somebody you know there if you just take a little gander on your screen.
Yes. It's about to come up on the screen in about
Got a
10
shout out.
seconds.
We got Dame Saturday. We were hanging
Hi,
out and
Dame, my
chilling on a
love.
Friday. She's in his house. What is up?
Dame Saturday.
All right,
She's
I'm looking.
awesome.
I'm looking.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, Dame
No,
Saturday.
you know what? I see it. It stands out like a big red thumb. You know what it is? Those horses have 4 weird rubber wheels and they're made of metal. I don't understand what's going on in this photo and I'm scared.
Well, it's because we're from the future and we've come back in time to spread goodwill.
And a few laughs.
Hold on 1 second. Let me paint a scared face on my mask. All right, there we go.
Speaking of your mask,
My expression has been changed. Yes.
speaking of your mask, did you see the thumbnail I created and did you enjoy it?
Yes.
I did. I saw the plane and all that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we got to go with the Yaman TV one."
Yeah, with the gold
was,
letters and everything. Your name was in gold.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
It was in gold,
gilded.
baby. Gilded.
Gilded.
Just for you.
Oh,
Not much.
Thank
up
you.
to
Thank you.
no-
As someone,
Thanks, man.
as I said last night, as someone who's fully embracing their narcissism, I loved it.
Nice. Can you go back to
The,
the thing, please?
Sure, baby.
Thank you.
Let's see.
No, not that. I need the
Uh-huh.
Yes, please. The other thing. Yeah. No, that. Yeah, let's go to this right quick. Maskino, we're gonna go and show your page right quick. Your
Yeah, your
YouTube page, right?
Okay.
All right, cool. We're about to do that.
That's
So for
awesome.
anyone here who does not know, Maskino is a YouTube content creator right here. We're interviewing him, and this, I don't know if you see it yet on your screen, but this is his homepage.
Not yet.
It should be up any second now. Any second.
Well, I meant
Bueller.
it hasn't
Bueller.
caught up yet because there's
Anyone.
a
Bueller.
thing, you know. But you could go ahead and talk about it. Eventually, they're gonna hear it.
But that's a sexy as hell avatar right there. That chick is hot.
Oh, I thought
Who
you were
did
talking about
that?
Well,
me. Yeah, she's alright.
I mean, you might be hot, but you're not a chick. I said that chick is hot, or are you? I mean, I want to be
That's what
respectful.
corrected me. I was about to say, oh, thank you. You'll make me blush. But you threw in that last little moment there, so I got to retract my praise.
You know who I'm talking about? That blue lady with the wings.
Yeah, that was
succubus.
sort of just a fun thing that I had my my wife draw for me. So I put it up there.
She's
I
got
figured,
skills.
Your
say again.
She
wife
got
got skills, bro.
Yeah, she does her own thing on YouTube. She does art streams on
Nice.
YouTube and Twitch as well. So
Sweet.
I'm sure I could throw up one of the links in my Discord. Well, actually, no, it announces it whenever she goes live. But
You gotta fill
So,
up
yeah,
your
anyone who's in my
about
Discord.
page, yo.
Yo, nah,
I do.
Yo, listen, the about page here is priceless. You know why? Because it got nothing, and that's why it's so priceless. Like every time we do this, people have stuff in their about page. Everybody got stuff on their about page.
He got links.
But Maskino now, Maskino,
put
he
on
don't
links
got
to
a
it,
damn thing on
I-
his page.
I just wasn't
That's
sure
awesome.
what to really put. You know,
No,
I didn't really
that's
feel like there
freaking,
was-
that's freaking great, man. You know what you should do? You should just put 2 eyeballs there.
Oh my god, that's so.
Just put 2 eyeballs. When
That'll
people
be
go,
awesome.
boom, what's this? 2 eyeballs. It's looking right at me.
Oh hell, that is funny.
That'd be
Right there.
sweet.
Yeah, I guess I could
Funny.
put 2 eyeballs in there and double them up for Mandy.
Nice. There you go. 2 for 1, baby.
Awesome.
All right. So this is Maskino's page. Maskino, what you want to tell us about all this lovely goodness we're looking at?
For the most part of the stories, I'll go through and I'll find things that I personally enjoy. So if I like the story, then I'll ask permission to narrate it, and depending on how things go, you know, then that'll be the story for the upcoming week. I usually go for 2 to 3 stories, so that way I kind of have, you know, some things lined up. And by that point, it's really just all dependent on whenever the author gets back to me. But some of my favorites definitely were The Worm, Senseless Ritual. Helpbot was actually essentially my first collaboration with Detective Creeps, who was a wonderful dude. He's also got a very nice, deep voice.
Cool.
So there was that one. Of course, I went with some of the classics like Gateway of the Mind. And of course, you got things like just a few thrown together, sort of small, shorter stories that I've pieced together for a bit of a video. And I did try. I am still working on it, but the monster, like the scary monsters list for D&D monsters, since I'm just really into monsters in general. So I figured that'd be something interesting.
Monsters are awesome.
Yeah, there's not. Oh
Did
yeah.
you see?
no,
Did you see Godzilla,
there's
King
so
of the
much-
Monsters?
I need to. I have it on my to watch list. I just haven't.
Oh man, where
gone
you
through
been,
and
dude?
watched
Oh, you gotta see it,
Yeah,
man.
you got to.
You gotta see it, man.
I'm excited for it though. It's on the to watch list.
Yo, let me ask you this
So,
question about your
but-
thumbnails. You make them by yourself? Do you make your thumbnails?
I
or you
do.
have your wife make them?
Oh, I
You
make them by
made some,
myself.
he said.
All right, let me ask you this question. So I see a thumbnail here. I see a couple of actually. Like, what is love, right? Excuse me. And the masked ones, okay? The masked ones. Those 2 thumbnails, I recognize those images. Now, you know, Mysterio, every time I try to use an image that's something like one of these, like you got here, she always, you know, be trying to get me shook. Like, you got to be careful, man. this. So how do you stand? Where do you stand on that? On using those type of images? What do you know?
I do what I can to try and alter it. A lot of it, because it's. I feel like
because you're a lawyer, right?
Different enough to not.
You are also a $5
no.
lawyer as well as a $5 doctor, correct?
Oh no, I didn't pay with the lawyer degree. I just straight up worked for that one. But the in terms of like using like the Brightburn imagery and all that, it fit, and honestly, it felt like, it seemed like the most. It was very. I don't want to say popular at the time because honestly, the movie was pretty bad. But there was that was like when I searched up like masked ones, it was either more of a like Aztec mask or African tribal mask, and then nothing but like Brightburn movie posters. But I took like I said one of the released sort of screenshots and threw it out there. So I know it doesn't exactly pertain to it, but it is different enough, and it is still somewhat related to the essential theme of.
Oh no, I'm not questioning why you're using it. I'm just asking you, how do you feel about those screenshot images? Like
the legalities of the usage of the image. Have you read? Are you comfortable with using it legally? I mean,
because I made a couple of fresh ass thumbnails and I posted them, and then I took them down and then Mysterio was like,
because there's certain guidelines for that.
Oh yeah, no, I figured that some people, like if someone's like, hey, you need to take this down because of X, Y, and Z, if the reason's good enough, then yeah, for sure. But as far as like public, like screenshots of things or whatever, I feel like it's different enough. But again, if a company was like, you need to take it down or we're gonna come to your house and beat you up, then yeah, no, I'd probably change it. I still challenge them though, because if you want to take me on fisticuffs, I'll have you know, if you challenge me to a fight, I'll take you out into that parking lot and you can watch me cry like a man for 15 minutes straight. But
man, I thought you was
as far as yeah.
Yo, you ever seen this video? This guy wants to fight somebody and then he takes his clothes off and the guy's like, doesn't know what to do with that.
Of course, that's me.
He's like,
I knew it.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
It's the perfect battle strategy. No one wants to fight a crazy person. Come on.
I gotta get to the questions.
Nobody wants to fight a naked person.
A naked and crazy person. A double hitter. Yeah, there's a few questions in chat. What's my favorite monster? From Banshiba. What any certain like franchise, or just my favorite monster in D&D, or
I guess your favorite monsters, like maybe from the classic ones,
Ooh, lycanthropes are always fun.
Okay, cool.
There's a lot of different like sort of twists you can do on that between, because they are in a way considered gothic romance, which is nice.
Let me tell you why I like werewolves better than vampires. Because werewolves remind me of myself. Because you see, werewolves, they're mostly like gritty. You know what I'm saying? They're more like earthy, if you know what I mean. But those vampires, they're always stuck up and snobby in the movies.
Oh yeah. I'll say it right here. I don't like vampires at all. I think they're overrated. Like, honestly, if I had a chance to talk to one, I'd put my hands together.
My favorite,
like, you know what? Listen up.
No, wait a minute, but let's not get it twisted.
You had
I love vampire movies that are actually scary ones. That they try to make Salem's Lot. That's excellent. Salem's Lot. Because there was also a remake.
Was a good movie.
Yes, that was a good one. 30 Days a Night. There was a remake of Salem's Lot back in 2004. It starred Rob Lowe, of all people. I saw it because I'm a fan of Salem's Lot, and I mean, I don't know, it's not as good as the first one, but it's something.
Of course not.
It's a one-time watch.
Never.
But yeah, I like those. Those are amazing.
Oh yeah,
those type.
But
of
like the sort of
movies.
classic aristocratic vampire with the big puffy shirt and all that. No,
but I'm not gonna
if you
lie.
didn't have the charm ability,
I've seen them all,
you
though.
wouldn't
I'm
get
not gonna
anyone.
lie. You see, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell them I haven't seen them. Like, I've seen the Twilights. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen what else? Underworld, and I've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula. I've seen them.
Oh yeah,
because I do enjoy vampires, like I said, and you know, I get pulled into some of those sometimes because it's like, what else is there to watch? Oh, this is about this has vampires and werewolves. Okay, let me give this a go. You know, it's nothing else on right now, but I've seen them. Have you seen them?
I've seen Twilight. I've read the books as well. I just, I was like, what's all the hype about? Read it, watched it, and I was like, all right, it's my professional opinion that these are bad.
You know, I feel bad for the dude that was the wolf because his career went nowhere.
It really did, but I mean,
and I thought I'm kind of surprised, but kind of not surprised. You know.
Yeah, after you spike up that high, sometimes you either stay up there or you plummet to the depths of creation. Bathsheba
likes Van Helsing.
Oh yeah, I think he did like a movie like right after where he was like some sort of clone or something, or he was like some sort of like government property, and his parents were his real parents like murdered, and he was taken away or something like that. He's like, I've got to find what really happened, but he's just
that was terrible,
boring to watch the whole movie.
Yep, that's what did it. That's what did him in. That was terrible.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, don't know what happened there. It's like, did you just not put in the effort? Did you just not like acting anymore? I don't know what's going on there, Mr. Big Forehead. But
you know, Dame Saturday says ghouls are underrated. And I believe so because I love Fallout, and some of my favorite characters in Fallout were ghouls. They were so funny.
God.
Ghouls are definitely a fun creature. Especially hopping back to D&D real quick. They are pretty underrated because they're essentially like zombies, but they're not fully undead. They're essentially zombies, but they also maintain a sort of a bit of their past selves if they are transformed. So it's essentially like being trapped in a body for all time.
You know, Van Helsing had a TV show. I was watching it. It was a female, and she's like a descendant of Van Helsing. So, and those vampires are pretty sick in that. So that's a pretty good show. Also, someone said From Dusk Till Dawn. That's also a good movie, and it had a TV show as well, which I also saw, which was pretty cool.
I will agree. From Dusk Till Dawn is actually one of my favorite movies. I used to have it on VHS.
You know, it was a good movie. Drag Me to Hell.
That was a pretty good one.
I was mad in the ending. It was a twist, though. It was a twist, so I gotta give it to them.
Did you see As Above, So Below?
I did. I went to theaters to watch that one.
Did you like it? I did. I enjoyed it.
It was freaky.
It was freaky.
The ending
I had to watch it again
unsatisfying.
at home. Yeah, I had to watch it again at home to kind of understand what was exactly happening, because I was kind of confused exactly. I was like,
I thought you was gonna say I thought you was gonna say you were making out and you didn't get to see the movie.
Oh no.
You know, face sucking with your wife.
No, I have decency. I don't go to movie theaters to make kissy faces.
Oh, you don't know what I do in movie theaters.
You watch movies.
You know what?
I might be taking out handcuffs. You know, Miss Thurry, you know what things we be doing.
Shut up.
But I'm just messing around.
Yeah. At the very least, I at least hope you clean up your popcorn and soda afterwards, because let me tell you, those kind of people.
I don't like the sticky floors. I hate sticky floors in theaters. It gets me so angry.
It's awful.
So I always go with some dirty ass boots, just in case the theater's dirty. Because if you go in there with some crispy
big
white
cowboy boots with spurs on them.
Think about it. If you go in there with some crispy white new sneakers, they ain't coming out crispy and white no more. They're gonna be gunked up.
Oh no.
You don't want that.
MD Who is leaving. Good night, love.
Good night, MD Who. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. Queen of the Damned, says Demented Maniac, because he loves Aaliyah. Okay.
That was tragic. They couldn't finish the movie, so they just pieced it together. Because she passed away. R.I.P. Aaliyah.
You know what was awesome? Vampire show? I'm going to tell you, it was the Strain. The Strain.
I heard that was pretty good.
Oh, that was great, man. It's a lot of action. You know, you get really vested into the character development, you know. And Guillermo del Toro produced it or directed it. One of the two, and he's good. you know he's good.
Oh yeah. He's done a lot of
Blade too.
Good movies that I like.
Someone else mentioned Blade. That was awesome. You know they're
Oh
doing
yeah,
a remake.
the opening sequence.
Yep.
I did
They're doing
like
a remake.
Blade.
The opening sequence for it was just good. It was bloody. It was action packed. It was just.
It is amazing. It's a classic scene right there. Classic scene.
Look at you liking vampires.
Yeah, we do. We just don't like it when they all like.
Cheesy.
You know, have you seen Penny Dreadful, the TV show on
love
HBO?
it.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now you know those vampires ones, and they was acting all. No, not the vampire. Wait a minute. Was she a
They're
vampire?
sort of
No,
like
no,
a
I'm thinking of
vampire.
Dorian Gray. I just don't like when they go about acting like Dorian Gray did in that movie. Almost like that movie Interview with a Vampire. Like, I didn't like that too much.
The
Yeah, I felt Interview with a
Tom
Vampire was.
Cruise.
I mean,
Bram
Bram Stoker's Dracula was more ghetto than that, more gritty.
Yeah,
Was grittier
it was
than that.
bloody. That was
That
bloody.
was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one bad vampire movie that I like because it was bad was like I think it was the one where Dracula's in space.
What?
It was just
What? That's
I like it, I don't understand it, but it was just you could just look at it and be like, yeah, somebody wrote this script in about a week.
Probably the same person that wrote Jason Goes to Space.
and really jiggly puffed too. You know that they were jiggly puffed out when they wrote that.
Kind of like.
So I
am
got
right
the story,
now.
dude. It's like, so Dracula goes to outer space, right? And he just sucks blood from like aliens in outer space. Like, this is totally gonna be awesome.
He picks up.
All right, Jeremy,
Jason
give me 1
left
second
off.
because you just came into my boardroom with that nonsensical idea. Let me just give you my personal opinion on it. 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Fired.
No, it's gonna be good, man. I'm really liking that one.
It's gonna be a hit, blockbuster hit.
Y'all sound like Beavis and Butthead.
I used to be able to do that stupid sound like the bubbler makes. Now I can't do it. How do you? Oh, there you go.
Close enough there.
Something like that. Oh man, let me get to this next question right quick. You ever considered having a story that you were to write narrated by someone else?
Possibly. Again, I don't write. I don't feel like I have the. I guess.
No, I mean one
sort of
day, like you
qualification.
wrote something. Let's say one day, 10 years down the line, you wrote a book or something, or a story. A story. 15 minutes long or something. Would you consider letting someone else read it?
Yeah, if it's good, then yeah, good in my personal opinion, then yeah, I would for sure, maybe see if somebody would want to either narrate it themselves. Like if someone asked to, then no, yeah, definitely. But if if I could choose anyone, I feel like I kind of want to. I probably want to outreach to someone who's also just starting out. Kind of give them the first dibs of exclusivity.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's dope. That's
before,
real dope.
Yeah, before someone else of a little bit longer standing in the community took a crack at it. I wouldn't say no to anyone. Just it's like, hey, let's let this person shine first. Let them have first pick of something.
Beautiful. You see, Maskino. I knew I liked Maskino. He got that heart of a Z Horde member right there.
That's right.
That's the type of heart our people, our beautiful family here have.
Oh, hell
loving,
yeah.
kind, giving, helpful. And that's what's up. Humble.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Somebody said they think it's Dracula 3000 with Debo.
I think that's it.
Oh.
Dracula. Oh, I remember now. Dracula 3000. Oh, that was bad.
Like I
that is it, because I remember now. It's
bad.
just like, there's no
Demented
good way to put
Maniac
this, but this
says it
movie
was
is just-
Coolio, not Debo Coolio.
Coolio. Yeah, that movie was bad.
Word.
You know what was a decent movie? There was a movie that came out like 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was called Dracula or some shit. Just straight up Dracula or something.
Oh yeah.
I think it came out where he was like where it showed his beginnings, but it was more like a sci-fi action, or not sci-fi, but more
Dracula,
like a fantasy.
Was
action.
it like Dracula Untold or some shit like that? I don't know. Something like that.
I think so. It was either just Dracula or Dracula Untold or Dracula's Story or something.
Something
Not
like that.
100% on that, but I take that back. I saw the ending scene of it because it was recommending on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, why not? So I clicked it, and it's very much like a fantasy action movie where it's just like, oh no, we need to, because it goes through the it kind of does take some notes from history, but it changes it wildly. So if anyone was like to see that and not know anything about the history of Vlad the Impaler, they would be like, wow, that's so crazy. I can't believe he sold his soul to Beelzebub. So
I made a rap song. I made a rap song, right? At
okay.
It was Valentine's Day, right? This year, Valentine's Day, right? So I was like, I was a little jiggly puffed, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a creepypasta rap song, for Valentine's Day, And Mr. was like, all right, give me some of what you're smoking.
And that he did.
and we did it. So it's basically the gist of the song. It's a story. It's a story about how Dracula is looking for love. It's Valentine's Day, and he hooks up with this female, and he takes her back to his lavish penthouse, and he's wining and dining her and stuff. And
don't tell them the ending.
Fine. I won't.
Who wants to hear it?
You want to hear it instead? I could play it for you.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. Does she laugh because his fangs are too small?
That's hilarious. No, that's far from it.
Okay.
It's
well,
more
I guess
a dark. It's a dark romance. Dark romance. How about that?
Yes, it's a dark romance. Took a dark twist. Ladies and gentlemen.
Being that we're talking about vampires.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Without further ado. I swear I won't.
It's a little cringy because our audio wasn't as good as it is now, but
yeah.
Hopefully you'll get it.
It's called Swear I Won't Bite.
Yeah, Swear I Won't Bite. Wink.
And of course.
What?
When
you're squanched?
When I went to push the button.
You're squanched.
It didn't work. But here it goes.
Viewer discretion advised.
Will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite. Come along with me, promise I'll treat you right. Underneath the moon, hidden away from the light, I can show you things that you never thought you could. Don't be afraid, cause when I'm bad, I'm really good. Will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite. On Valentine's Day, I go and search for the one. Hun, you look as tasty as a hostess honey bun. Excuse me, miss, may I buy you a drink? Love to get to know you, your quirks and your kinks. Back in Transylvania, my friends call me glad. Got a castle on a mountaintop, pad full of swag. If you don't mind, let's hit the dance floor. Passion I stand for, love wasn't planned for. Hands on my shoulders, gaze deep into my eyes. Game of life, and I'm the player, you're the prize. We both realize this is love at first bite. I meant sight, nothing wrong, felt so right. So if you please, I get on a Bentley. As long as you take a ride inside my Bentley, where I gently place a kiss on your lips as I slowly glide my hands on your hip. Will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite. Come along with me, promise I'll treat you right. Underneath the moon, hidden away from the light, I can show you things that you never thought you could. Don't be afraid, cause when I'm bad, I'm really good. Will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite. Never stood a chance, love is or fate. Penthouse at the plaza, let's go there with this date. I'll pop the Dom P, you slide off and freshen. Let's relax, kick back and enjoy the session. We can talk a little bit about news and fashion until we're both ready for the throes of passion. I haven't felt like this in centuries. When I lost my queen Nina by my enemies, I really miss her, and now I'm so much worse. Taking on my will to fight off this damn thirst. I'm a true fiend for that tasty red nectar. I can see the veins pulsing in her sexy necker. I really liked her, should've left her where I met her. She should've wore a turtleneck sweater. Forever carry on the scarlet letter. Should've turned her, that's much better. I won't forget her. Mwah, will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite. Come along with me, promise I'll treat you right. Underneath the moon, hidden away from the light, I can show you things that you never thought you could. Don't be afraid, cause when I'm bad, I'm really good. Will you be the one I take home tonight? Swear I'll be gentle, swear I won't bite.
Oh boy. Are we back yet?
Yeah, we're back. I just was giving you a few extra seconds because of the lag, so I didn't know if you finished watching it.
Just, no, I'm speechless. It was
I was totally squanched out of my mind one night, and I said, I don't care, I'm gonna do it. Like Beavis and Butthead.
Dracula after night.
Yep. Dracula after night says
good.
Bathsheba.
You got all the hot, steamy background imagery and nice smooth tone to it.
Yeah, it was cringy because we didn't have good audio back then, but now we have much more improved audio.
You got to re-record that, Bobby, for
something.
next Valentine's Day.
But so let's get back to the questions, baby, real quick. I only have a couple more to ask him before he has to leave. He has to go do a few things and personal things. So real quick, come on, honey, right there, yeah. Any advice that you could give someone with the same aspirations that you have as far as YouTube?
YouTube's definitely from what I said, because I've met with and talked to a few other people who have done like YouTube and other things similar to it for a living. It's not exactly the easiest thing to get to, but if you're looking for this to be a job, it's probably not for you. This is something that is a hobby first, and as long as you've got the passion for it, there's going to be an audience for it. So don't go in and become another just soulless, boring thing to put on YouTube and waste time. Just actually find things that you enjoy and do it, because I'll tell you real fast, if you burn yourself out on just trying to make quantity over quality, you're going to hate it. It's not going to work out for you, and it's just going to end up wasting everyone's time. So definitely find
and money,
the things that you enjoy
and
get to it. Oh yeah, no, because it doesn't matter what you start off with. You should always aspire to build up to. But if you just straight up out the gate buy like a $200 microphone and setup, and you end up a month later saying, well, I don't like that, and also I have bills now, it's not going to be a good time for you.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I agree. There's things that I've purchased, and I'm like, could have had that money right now. You speak the truth, man. You speak the truth. Did I ask you, what are your plans going forward with your brand?
No, not yet. But
okay, so what's your plans going forward with your brand?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. I never saw that one coming. The sort of intention is sort of the same that I had with my streams, is just to essentially kind of showcase and do the things that I enjoy, and find people who have similar interests and like stuff that I do with what I've got, and sort of build a nice community such as the ones you guys have built here, and in a way just do my own thing and have fun with it, and show the people, yeah, you could just have fun with it, and that just be it. There doesn't need to be deeper meanings to everything you do. Some things can only be just because I like this, so I'm doing this. So
no worries. Unlike Ghostbusters, we can cross streams.
Oh, yeah.
We can cross streams. This ain't Ghostbusters, baby.
There you go.
There's no Stay Puft Marshmallow Man out there. So we could cross streams, and our part of this community could be part of yours, and then when you make one, they could be part of ours, and we could just be one big happy family, baby.
Oh, I'd hope so. Because
that's how we do it.
I guess the sort of like the biggest end goal would definitely be for if I did sort of get like a bit of a monetary following, I'd probably do a few more like charity streams and stuff like that. I'd like to really give back to certain veteran societies.
Too. Yeah, me too. I want to do that, but I don't know how. We got to figure that out. But real quick, we got a roll call. We got Miscast Entertainment. They're into his house.
Hi, Miscast.
Hello, Miscast Entertainment. How are you? Thanks for stopping by.
He liked your song, by the way, Miscast.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
So
it was kind of cringy.
Campbell?
Going back and looking at your earlier videos is always like a cringy experience. Unless you started out with like top of the line equipment and programs, and you knew what the hell you was doing, and that's different, man. If you a newbie to this like we was, and we went to the college of YouTube University for everything we learned about this.
Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast says, I married a musician and just took all his mixers and mics. So that you got lucky there.
Haunted Library started with a $20 mic, just like we did. We started with a $20 mic.
We sure did.
That was my first microphone.
I got one more question for you. I think I'm not sure if I asked you, because we've been having so much fun and we've been talking about so many things. But we know that we could catch you on YouTube, and we know we can catch you on Twitter, because I posted your links in the description box below for anyone who's interested. You could check those out. But are there any other ways, like Facebook, MeWe, Instagram?
I don't really do Facebook or Instagram.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, no. If it's not Twitter and all that, I'm pretty much not a avid social media user. But in terms of other things, Mixer is where I do my sort of like video game live streams. So that's usually on the weekends, or if I have some free time during the week, I'll put on for about an hour. I'll put on some music and do a few video games. Latest thing I was doing was Space Hulk Deathwing. So essentially, imagine if you had xenomorphs that could use guns and turn invisible and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Wow. That sounds sick.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
no,
something?
you go in, you're like, oh man, I'm a giant dude with like big armor and a bunch of guns. There's no way this could, anything bad could happen to me and my other fellow people. And then everyone dies.
Oh man, what's the name of that game again?
Space Hulk, Deathwing.
You said Space Hole?
Space Hulk.
Space
Hulk.
Hulk. Okay, Space Hulk Deathwing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know something? There's a
Wow, one
movie.
second.
I don't know if you like anime, but there was a movie called Vampire Hunter D. I think you should check it out. You might like it.
Okay. I'll have to give that a shot.
Slumber Reads is back.
that
Hi,
was-
Slumber. Welcome back.
Hello, hello. A slumber party.
Oh man, that's too much. Hey baby, did you ask him to send in a for the collab?
Oh yeah, so Maskino, we're gonna have a mega collaboration, hopefully in the works for our 1,000 subscriber special mega collab with narrators and stuff.
Pretty certain I sent some things in. A couple,
Okay, cool.
Okay,
couple
cool.
of video files.
All right, cool. All we need is just the audio, and we'll add like the scenery. But if you send video,
Okay,
I guess
yeah,
we
I
could
could,
roll with that. I guess we could roll with that. Let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
check it out first. Cool. Really appreciate.
Yeah, if you need
that.
something different, just let me know.
All right, awesome. Miscast Entertainment says that Vampire Hunter D is my absolute favorite anime of all freaking time, yo.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter wasn't too bad either, says the Demented Centaur. That is true. I kind of dig that movie.
You got a roll call, you know that, right?
Nah. Mighty Might is in his house. Mighty Might is on his way.
Whoop whoop. Damn, these kids, man, they be like bugging. Did y'all hear that?
I'm gonna go see if my kids are right. I'll be back.
Welcome, Weeb Car.
Web Car is
Hello.
in his house. Welcome, Web Car.
Welcome to Stereo Dread. I
Or
am.
Weeb, yes.
Yeah. Welcome, Weeb. I am Miss Stereo. That fella who just stepped out is Kenny Dreadful. This is our live stream, Stereo Dread. Our channel is Dezombified. We hope that we can manage to keep you around long enough to entertain you. And if you subscribe, you'll see a zombie. Yeah. So anyway, so Maskino, let me ask you a question. What are some misconceptions about the horror community, or what you do as a narrator that you would like to dispel?
I think on the outside looking in, we've kind of discussed, a lot of it being sort of family dynamic of people who are a little more set in their traditions instead. But I think one, which is one I've seen around the internet, is probably that a lot of the people at least in the creepypasta community, are like terrible 12-year-old artists who just want to, turn everything into like their favorite monsters into who's dating who in this monster community, or that Slender Man has a mansion and everyone lives there and they're all happy and they murder and it's all the time fun. It's like that's about the same with any fandom. There's people who are out there and wild, but they are a minority and not the majority.
You owe me a
Coke
soda.
or Pepsi? Coke, but I will drink Pepsi.
I prefer Pepsi.
I owe you a soda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually more of a Diet Mountain Dew kind of person. So
Well, if I
technically
drank,
Pepsi.
if I still drank soda, I'd be Pepsi. Well, honestly, if I still drank soda, I'd be Sprite. But I don't drink soda anymore. I don't drink soda.
I need to cut back a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I had a problem. I had a real problem. I had such a problem that I had to use seltzer water to quit. And I drank so much seltzer water that it started affecting my acid reflux. So I had to quit that too in the end. Let's see here. And I also had to give up coffee very recently. So, That's not working out for me so great. I have a headache and I'm cranky all the time.
I definitely need to cut back on it a little bit, but you're in the brain of Maskino Miscast Entertainment. Well, you poor soul, you. How could you do this? But
Have somebody call in.
I think a lot of things is like also the like horror people just like horror stuff would be another misconception. Which, as I said earlier, I'm really into comedy too, so I kind of if I can't make someone laugh, that's a little more my style. And again, YouTube narrations isn't all I do. I do voice work for writer if I can say their name, Writers Cove Studios, which is a small production team that sort of write their own audio dramas for YouTube and stuff like that, and little podcast. And I'll play various characters for them, and sometimes I'll do freelance stuff for other people's stuff. So I'm in a few things. I've been in some animations and some stuff like that where I've kind of done a few roles, either minor or mini major, I guess.
Oh.
So
So
I've done a few other things other than horror.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. We haven't asked him the question yet.
Okay.
Maskino, do you believe in the paranormal or the supernatural?
He said yes before I asked him.
Oh, he did?
Yes. So.
But he didn't tell a story.
No, he didn't. Do you have like a scary story you can share with us?
I do. I have a few. One, which would probably be, I guess, the case of a clear apparition didn't happen to me. It was when we were younger, or when I was younger, my grandmother passed away, and it was my dad's mother. So shortly after that, he had gotten up one Saturday morning and was going to the bathroom. Now, to get to the bathroom in the apartment we were living in at the time, you had to, to their bathroom, you had to walk out of their room and go into sort of the living room, so where the bathroom was on the side. So you could, as soon as you walked out of their door, you could see basically all the living room. It was a very small apartment. And he said sitting in his chair, his mother was just sitting there smiling at him. So that was the clearest apparition for me personally, other than a few small weird things that I try and give a good explanation to. About the only time I've had a creepy instance up close was when I was younger. There was I guess shadow person might be one way to kind of go about it.
A shadow person. Oh my god, those are so scary.
It was as I was passing by a hallway in our house at night. It was very darkly lit, and I just kind of caught out of the corner of my eye. It was as I was passing by, it was like someone was standing in the hallway and reached out, and then when I turned, there was no one there. But it was out of the corner of my eye, it was just so clear. I could have swore that it was someone reaching forward towards me. So that would probably scare me. But now, if I hear a weird noise or something happens in my house, if someone was to actually be there, I'd say, if you're a ghost, you're not welcome here, and if you're a robber, you're about to be a ghost.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Because apparently, from all of the many years of research of watching horror movies, I've gathered that ghosts feed off fear and stuff like that. So if you see a ghost or something, just be like, no, get out of my house. You don't pay the taxes or rent or anything here. Get out. You don't belong here.
Yeah,
this house is clean.
Yeah. Awesome.
You ever seen Poltergeist? That's an awesome movie.
Oh yeah, of course.
Poltergeist, the original. The remake was trash and very sad. Made me cry.
Yeah.
Hey, why they do that to the Poltergeist movie?
I want to watch that. I want to watch that with the kids. The Poltergeist movies. I want to see it with them. We saw with the kids Scream. I know you were talking about it earlier.
Did, yep.
We saw all 4 screams.
They got a kick
the
out of
kids.
it, and we saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street, I think, with them as well.
Yeah, yes, we did.
And The Conjuring.
That's a good one. Nightmare. I think Nightmare on Elm Street is one of those ones that is definitely. I think maybe if you're younger, I guess back in the time it was considered scary, and it kind of is horror technically, but I don't know. For me, I just always laugh because it's just a lot of nonsense and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Freddy's got a very good, charming personality. At least Robert Englund did. The remake, I don't hate the remake. It just felt more like it was going for that a little more straight up horror.
Right.
And I think a lot of what killed it was just bad CGI and bad writing.
Speaking of good CGI, the reason that Doom hasn't come out yet is because they want to get all the CGI scenes of hell and all that stuff just right.
I understand. If they're going with the traditional sort of lore of the story, then yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I didn't mind the whole like, oh, it was we found genetic mutants or whatever. Because in all honesty, Doom has been the game series. The story's been rebooted 3 different times now. So essentially, all you really need is Doom guy, a bunch of guns, demons, and the AEC, I think is the name of it, or AUC, or UAC. That's it, Union Aero Corporation. So that's all you need. That's all you need in your Doom cake. You just those 3 ingredients, and boom, you got it. Instant hit.
Well, hopefully that's what they're doing. Hopefully they're doing something better. Actually, hopefully they're doing something even better than that. You know, to really like refresh the franchise, man. After that movie.
Baby, we got a couple of.
I would.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. She what?
Oh,
you
no,
see somebody?
fine.
Is there a roll call?
There's
Okay, we
2.
got B's in the his house, and we got Horror Hound 85.
Hi, Horror Hound.
In the his house.
Woo.
Okay, so as you were saying about the Doom, yeah.
The Doom as a game works because it's definitely just kind of mindless violence. Like there's a story there, but if you just want something that's fun in terms of like good gameplay wise, the mechanics is all there. So that's why it's harder for them to make a Doom movie, because the people, especially when they first start making it, they're like, yeah, no, there's a story there, but it's just not important. So it's harder to really, do a narrative in Doom that's based, or it's more strongly based on the narrative. So for a Doom movie, they would have to do something that's got really good action, choreography, and a good soundtrack, and find it a good balance between making it, like the games in terms of high intensity, high octane, white knuckle thriller, and keep it sort of story driven as the movie media is. But that's just personal opinion. I don't
a
write
good
movies,
movie.
so
Did you like Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
of course.
Ah.
There's another one I used to have. I had a big collection at one point, but over the years they've dwindled down.
I see.
Have you do you know there's a movie out that's called The Dead Don't Die?
That's
I know that
pretty
one I
good.
haven't heard of, actually.
You've heard of it.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Oh, you haven't? So it has zombies and a twist at the end. It stars Bill Murray, and it also has Uma Thurman. No, not Uma Thurman. Was Uma Thurman in it? I don't know, but Bill Murray was in it, and it has zombies, and it's something. It's something to see.
Is it
Oh, it is.
horror or like a horror comedy?
It's horror, but it has a little comedy, but not like over the top comedy. Like they're kind of trying to be a little serious. But the zombies, the zombies, they gravitate towards what they used to do in their previous life.
Okay,
You
I
understand?
gotcha.
So if they played baseball,
yeah.
you see them at the baseball field. If they were female purveyors of sensual delights, then you see them on the street corner.
You can call them what they are.
No,
Flight
I'm
attendants.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Flight attendants. You see them on the street corner. So yeah, but I'm not gonna get any more into it if you ever want to see it.
It's a respectable profession. There's no need to dance around it.
B said,
I leave your live streams playing so I don't feel lonely. Oh, good looking out, B. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. That's what we're all about here, man. Spreading that love.
Wow.
Let's see what's going on over here. So anyway,
I will say this. Thank you. You don't ever have to feel lonely around us. As long as you behave, hey, we will always be here. You know, the Z Horde does stick together, you know, and yeah, whenever you feel lonely, put on one of our streams or one of our guests
Maskino.
videos.
Yeah, one of Maskino's videos.
That's why we bring them
Someone
up here.
just said that they just saw your saw the Batman animated, voice generated computer AI experimental narrations. I don't even know what to classify.
Oh yeah,
as, but
I don't know. I just thought it'd be a fun video, and there it is. Now it exists.
Yeah, and they just came from seeing it, so they was like, yeah.
I tried to do I try to like maintain I say serious, but I kind of like lost it very early on in the video, as short as it is. Try to be like very serious and dramatic with it, but I was just like, there's no way this could be done seriously. This is transcendent of human writing. This is computer generated writing. It has to be done the correct way.
Well, somebody said that HorrorHound85 said that Shaun of the Dead was a surprise. I did enjoy Shaun of the Dead also.
Oh yeah, Shaun of the Dead's was really good. I remember staying up late one night to watch that, and I don't know. I think at first I thought it was gonna be a lot scarier than what it was, but it definitely turned out to be just pretty not really scary, to be honest. Like there's some violent scenes in it that kind of mess with you if you're a little sensitive.
Yeah, it's comedy horror for sure. For sure, it was comedy.
Oh yeah,
horror.
for sure.
If you had a few beers, or maybe if you was squanched and jigglypuffed, it might have been better. You know, it's one of those. But Miscast Entertainment is looking forward to Zombieland 2, and I think we're all looking forward to that. It looks amazing.
Wow.
There's not a lot of stuff that's been catching my interest that's coming out in the near future in terms of like either video games or movies. It's like I kind of keep an ear out sometimes, but if it doesn't grab my attention, then I most likely won't remember it, and it will just kind of sweep by me until it's out and there's positive gleaming reviews about it. But otherwise, I kind of try and sit back and see if anything's actually worth it now, because it, like you said, I could have had that money later on, and I ended up wasting it now. So,
yep, facts.
Yeah, I totally agree with you when you were saying about things catching the attention recently, in recent times anyway, when it comes to horror movies. But TV shows, on the other hand, have, for me personally, have you watched Nosferatu?
No, I don't actually watch TV all that much anymore. It's essentially just YouTube for me at this point.
Yeah, we don't watch TV, we
binge.
We don't watch TV, we binge later on because we don't have time to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, man, I'm so backed up on TV shows. It's like, what's TV?
What we do is we try to listen to it while we're working.
Because I know we put in like 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
Hell yeah.
Doing this, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because look, we got Steve Stockton in the morning rush.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have the midday rush with the Evil Outcast, and then that night we got one. So and then it's the whole day's work, and then the weekends is more work. So
yeah, because on the weekend it's when we do research, we catch up on
trying to improve
cleaning
things.
up
So it's
and
crazy
stuff like
up.
that.
Yeah, it's a get hectic. That's a question I actually wanted to ask you. All right, is there something that if you could go back that you would do differently when you first started the channel?
I probably wouldn't have try to do like gaming and stuff again. Again, that was just a lot of what I was doing. Like I know like the market was kind of saturated at that point, but I kind of wanted to give it a shot, you know. But things just didn't work out. I really preferred either streaming the games or just playing them. So I got rid of like all the old gaming stuff that was on my channel and was like, all right, well, this is gonna be, you know, no one was really watching it beforehand. There was, I think like the most popular video I got was 1,200 views, and that was just me talking about some of the newer stuff that was coming out. But you know, there was nothing really, I'd say, of substance there. Like, it was an interesting video to see if you didn't know what was coming out, but it was really just me talking about things that you could easily find on just about any sort of social media platform where games, quote-unquote, journalism is. So
I gotta make a quick statement.
but-
And Local Nightmare, no need to feel sad or lonely because you're here with us, Maskino, Mysterio, myself, as well as the rest of the Z-Horde family up in the chat.
We love you.
So you're not alone, brother. Don't feel lonely.
We got a couple of roll calls, my love.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Who is it?
Horror Hound 85.
I did say that.
Okay, Graveyard Grog.
Graveyard Grog. Isn't it his house? And watch out for his graveyard dog.
Welcome.
Because they'll get you. Cool. So, I heard you mention Dungeons and Dragons. You know something? I'm a huge fan of The Lord of the Rings. And I don't care who knows it.
I heard. The good old Tolkien fan.
Yeah. And I also dig the D&D, and I always needed to be the dungeon master.
This is literally what happened for me. It's like, boy, I'd like to play this game, but no one was, you know, around, was really into it. And of course, like I said, with very traditional parents, it was like, what do you mean Dungeons and Dragons where you cast spells like the devil wants you to? Like, no,
yeah, I hear
it's
you. You're right.
It's literally just me playing pretend.
You're right. You're right about
But,
that. You're right about that.
Yeah, eventually. So the story is that with no one around to play with me, I learned how to play and run the game. So I just spent a lot of time like getting a lot of the lore and stuff like that. So I know a lot about this nerdy hobby now. But
Nice.
But
hey, it's almost
but
like playing solitaire,
eventually there
but
was
you're doing it
something-
with Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah,
People play solitaire all the time.
But
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I did. Oh yeah, eventually there was some people who were like, "Hey, would you like to do the DM for us?" I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could do that. And then they kind of sideswiped me. It's like, "Oh yeah, but it's for 8 people." I'm like, I would, you know, I'm glad you want to include me, but it's gonna be a hard task for my first time.
Graveyard Grog.
But I managed it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, cool. You managed it. That's awesome. That's what you got to do. You just got to jump in sometimes with 2 feet.
Graveyard
Yeah,
Grog
that's
says,
exactly right.
Dungeons and Dragons, someone say. I run a... Oh, I lost it.
I see it. We are running the grave. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Now I missed it.
Okay, yeah, he says,
Curse
I run a
of Strahd.
D&D
Yes,
group.
the Curse of Strahd campaign.
Ah.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one. I need to get. I think I need to get it. I could buy the book and support my local game shop, or I could use various dark sources of the internet to acquire what I need. But it is a good one. I do like that that module from what I did read on it. So, and I know that's a pretty highly well liked one. And I don't know, is it? I can't remember if you start at level 1 or if you start at level 5, but it's got different tiers of play, which is good for some people who may be new, from my understanding. A lot of the stuff I don't run modules for my games. I kind of have just made my own sort of deal.
Right.
So I don't. Yeah. So like I have never ran a module. I do either watch some other people play them or try to like read up on them, just because, you know, again, you could always find something to give you inspiration, which I'll tell you, to anyone who doesn't know now, if you ever do play or at least know a dungeon master, they are the best thieves because they'll find someone else's stuff and change it, and it'll work. It'll just, it's just all about finding some sort of inspiration for something else, or sometimes even just straight up stealing someone else's traps or something, and just seeing, because there's never been two sort of very similar, two identical run-throughs of some things. So,
well, in the chat we got
the fun
somebody
probability.
in the chat. Webcar says that they've only done a one-shot. They've been looking for anyone in their uni for D&D whenever they have the time.
Oh yeah, Weeb. I talked to Weeb before. Yeah, man. I told you, if you want to sit in on one of our sessions, bro, just join the call.
Nice. Graveyard Grog says, I love running a group. We get together every 2 weeks or so and play. Nice. That's fantastic.
For the last year, we were getting together for every Friday, and things are kind of dispersing. We're trying to get back together and get back on a weekly schedule, but yeah, well, that's the real bane of the game, is if you'll actually be able to maintain a good schedule for everyone that fits for everyone's lifestyles.
Yeah,
so
and that's the same thing like running this live stream. There's the same thing.
Oh yeah, so I would like to play a lot more, and hopefully I'll get that chance to. But I do know, for a bit of a plug for one of your previous guests, is that Chatter, excuse me, Chatter, me, Spirit Voices, and one more person who I forgot the name of. Days Distant Light Narrations, there it is running a game that is essentially, we're paranormal investigators, and we are investigating some sort of spooky occurrences. So that should be up for the Halloween event for Mad Chatter.
That's awesome. We want to get actually more paranormal groups up in here as well.
Yeah, for sure. And nobody invited me to play, man.
But we do have some roll calls, baby.
Roll call. Hey, I see in his house we got Red Kryptonite, baby.
Woo woo.
He's in his house. What is up, Red?
Space Oddity Kayla.
Space Oddity Kayla is in his house.
Maharet Manson.
Maharet Madsen, baby. She's in his house.
Welcome, Maharet.
Maharet is Maharet.
Oh, Maharet. Okay.
Yes, Maharet.
Maharet.
Don't get that twisted.
I won't.
All right.
We like to play with our friends like that. What's up, guys?
So,
no, it's fine.
Yeah, those little figurines are awesome. Those those little statues.
I like
miniatures.
Oh yeah, I kind of like not playing. I like painting them a little bit. I need to get some more and get into it. But it's very cathartic to sit down and just put on something in the background and just kind of give a little bit of color to something.
Hell yeah, I feel you, bro. Nice.
I would love to do that with some Warhammer figures, but those kind of cost a lot more. Like a lot more. So that's a hobby that I would like to get into, but it's it's hard when just about every other hobby has a bit of a budget requirement too.
Indeed. So what was your favorite? How would you rank the movies in the Lord of the Rings, if you had to rank them?
I'll say the latest ones came out, the Hobbit series, did not hold my attention as much as the original movie that came out. That one, I don't know, like that one just felt like a very, very classic fantasy, I guess, in a way. Of hero has a bit of apprehension for getting into all this stuff. He's like, it's not me. I kind of just want to live my life, but everyone's here and they're counting on me. So, I see that while I value my life, this is bigger than me. And if I don't do something, then no one else can, I guess the best way to put it is like a timeless tale. And it's very interesting to go about and see, like, because the various races in the movie are also a reflection of the world powers during the war that Tolkien was in. So it's very good if you're into like sort of seeing psychology in works of going into and looking at, like, you know, the dwarves were standing for this, or the hobbits were, you know, the traditional Englishmen. They, you know, they're small, but they, when it comes down to it, they'll get into a scrap and do what needs to be done. So,
did you see the animation?
I have not. I've seen a clip of it with Smog and the guy who, I can't think of his name, but I've seen him in various westerns, and he, you know, his voice was just so deep, and that's just how he talked. And they were just like, yeah, no, you have the perfect, like, evil dragon voice. So, you know, since you've played a bad guy in like 50 westerns, play a dragon for us. So,
Man,
we get a roll call.
As far as like the full animation,
hold up. I gotta stand up for all the people of the animation, and I gotta tell you, shame for shame. It's like the Game of Thrones on that walk of shame. That's you right now. How have you not? You gotta see it.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, well then you're still on the walk of shame, bro. You gotta see that, yo, whenever you can, right? Just watch it, man. It's
all right.
It has like some great songs in there. They got some great song in there. Some great songs.
Stuff, right? That's sick.
Gory.
That TV show?
TV show? What are you talking about?
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. We're talking about the animation of the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
The Hobbit.
So, baby, we have a roll call.
Oh, word? Who's up in here?
2 roll calls.
We got Ricardo Ramos in the his house.
We also have Time Bucks.
Time Bucks is in the his house. What is up, Time Bucks? We have with us the one and only Maskino.
Hello.
Indeed.
Ricardo Ramos is from Brazil.
Nice.
Hola. Welcome from Brazil. Oh, we have another roll call right now.
Ritu Raj Shah is in the his house.
Welcome, Ritu Raj.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Ralph
And where are you from?
I believe is how you say that.
What was that?
I was reading Graveyard Grog said the Ralph Bakshi, I believe is the way you say that, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Ralph Bakshi.
If that's his name, I'm drawing a blank on it.
I think so. I mean, it's I think that's it.
I'll probably look it up after this.
It's the Hobbit, and I think like Return of the King or something like that. I think there's 2 of them. I think I'm pretty sure.
But I don't know. For the longest time, I really wasn't big into to fantasy and stuff like that. But when I started dating this one girl who was really into Lord of the Rings, she kind of forced me to watch all of them, and then I kind of got more into sort of like Skyrim and stuff like that. And then I don't know. From there, I was just like, yeah, well, you know, it might be kind of nerdy, but oh well, whatever. What are they gonna do?
Roll call.
All right, who's in his house? We got
Orlando Jurado.
Orlando Jurados is in his house. And we have Construcciones Mamalonas in his house. That's awesome.
And Ritu Raj Shah,
yeah, baby, it's a party now.
India. Welcome.
India
we have another roll call. Roll call.
Kashab the Hall is in his house. What is up? Nice. Colombia. Nice. They got that dope cumbia music, man. The cumbia. You gotta dance some cumbia, my friends. So I see we have a lot of international flavor in the house, and that's how we like it here at Stereo Dread.
That's right. Welcome.
We love the international community. Welcome to our humble abode. Nice. So back to you, Maskino. How do you feel about Aliens and Predator? Are you a fan?
Well, if I turn my head exactly 80 degrees behind me, I have still in the case a Predator sort of like figurine with like all the different little parts and stuff still just hanging out back there on my sort of shelf of collectibles.
Yo, that's so awesome. That's so awesome, man.
Oh,
How old is it?
There was a good figure in a car shop that I went to one time, and I really wanted that it was a Xenomorph figure. I really wanted it, but you know, it was obviously theirs, so I wasn't gonna like steal someone's toy. But if I could have found that figure like now for a good price, I probably would buy it.
Awesome. So
wait, we got a quick roll call. We got Adrianes Rodriguez in his house.
And she is from Venezuela.
Venezuela's in the casa, baby. Venezuela.
Construcciones Mamalonas
And we got
from
France.
Mexico.
We got France too, right here with Maharet. She's from France.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Welcome,
my international friends.
welcome.
We got Paola Alvarado, 9710 in his house.
Hello, Paola.
What
Where are
up,
you
Paola?
from? ¿De dónde vienes?
¿De dónde
Paola?
vienes?
Welcome. We
All
just
right.
asked her where she's from.
Indeed, we just asked her where she's from, so
My goodness.
I love the international flavor.
Yeah.
It brings a nice
Yeah, there
vibe.
was
You know, baby, we do
It's
have.
so spicy
lot of,
now,
new
very
faces coming in.
spicy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have 41 people watching now. I think that is a
45.
record for us. Welcome.
I saw 51.
No, you guys
54.
actually. Yeah, no, we were at 56.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
for a short
really?
time.
That's awesome.
Luis Moreno
Luis
from
Moreno
Colombia.
is in his house. What is up, Luis Moreno?
Madrilyn Carla Nunag. Welcome.
Madrilyn Carla Nuang is in his house.
¿De dónde eres, Madrilyn?
Okay, so Paola's from Costa Rica. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Lovely island. Lovely people.
Oh. Welcome. Wow.
All right, we got Angelo Gameplay in his house. Welcome, Angelo Gameplay.
From Venezuela.
Where are you from? ¿De dónde
Venezuela.
eres?
De
Oh,
Venezuela.
Venezuela, baby. Venezuela's in his house.
We love you too. Los amos también.
Mucho,
Los amamos
sí.
también mucho. Gracias.
Gracias
Oh, my
por estar con
goodness.
nosotros aquí
Thank you
esta
guys.
noche.
Wow. Josie Kitty is welcoming the international friends.
Yes,
Well, thank you guys for being here.
With us, we have the wonderful, el único,
Maskino.
Maskino. El magnífico Maskino.
Hello. While my name might be Filipino, I only speak English. I'm sorry.
It's okay, because
So
we
I
got
can't-
Spanish
I can't
covered,
serenade
baby.
you with any
We
other
got you,
beautiful voice than
baby.
my
We
own.
got you. We're bilingual here.
We're
We will do
bilingual,
both.
Spanish, English.
I'm Dominican. I'm
And
from
wait,
Harlem,
hold up.
New
I
York.
speak hood, so that's the Bonics. So
Oh, that's
technically, I
true.
speak three.
Yes. And so,
Pero sí, bienvenidos a todos. Gracias por estar con nosotros aquí en Stereo Dread.
powered by Dezombified. Awesome.
Madrilyn Carla Nuang is in his house.
Wow, we have a lot
Trae
of
más
friends.
gente pa' acá, sí. Tráelo.
Familia. We're all gonna be
Tráelo pa'
one
acá.
big happy international family. I'm
Ay,
loving
ay, ay, ay,
this.
ay, ay. Tráelo
Yes.
pa'
Hello,
acá.
Space Oddity Kayla.
¿A dónde está México? Where's Japan? Where's China? Where's
Bueno,
everybody
see,
at?
yes, we do have Mexico here. It's okay. We will translate as best we can. 'Cause
Don't
the
forget
chat
to
will go
like, share, and
crazy.
subscribe, please. We'd appreciate that.
We do have somebody from Mexico here. I believe. Oh yes, Construcciones Mamalonas is from Mexico. So welcome.
México, que viva México.
That's right, everybody. Luis Moreno comes from PC. Where's that at? What's PC? What does it stand for?
Punta Cana.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
No, Punta Cana.
Where's Punta Cana then? Isn't it in Puerto Rico? I think it is in Puerto Rico.
No, I
Luis
think
Moreno,
that's in the
where are you
Dominican
from?
Republic, baby.
Punta Cana?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm. Oh.
All right, Graveyard Grog, just subscribe, baby. Welcome to the
Welcome,
Z Horde.
Oh, you're one of us now.
Your family now.
We got you.
Hope you got and done it. Now you're stuck.
That's right. We're embracing Graveyard Grog, and Graveyard Grog is embracing us. It's a mutual thing.
Well, let's all embrace each other. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here. And as you can very well see on the screen by looking at it, if you subscribe to us, you will see a zombie. Ooh, brains.
I wonder what's going on over here, though.
Where?
You keep talking to our guest. I want to check something out right quick.
Okay, baby. Check something out. So, Maskino, what are you working on now?
Right now, the next story, which will go up tomorrow, will be a bit of a poem. And I guess the theme could work. I guess I could, if anyone wants to sort of a quick sort of first look, I could read a little bit of it, or I could read something else for you guys as well.
Oh, sure. Why not? Have at it.
Oh, hell yeah. Let me put the story time scene. That'll be great, especially now.
Do it.
Give me just a moment.
Sure,
okay.
not a problem.
Let me know when you're ready so that I can put
And I'll find
Of course.
Yes.
Madeline, how are you?
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás?
You guys are so great. You really are. Muchas gracias. If you guys don't mind, I would really like to say a little something to our Spanish speaking friends over here. Muchas gracias por venir. Somos Stereo Dread. Yo soy Misterio.
Y yo soy Kenny Dreadful. Mamacita.
Los dos
Papitos.
juntos. Sí, los dos juntos hagamos Stereo Dread. Y el nombre de nuestro canal es Dezombified. Bienvenidos al Z Horde. Welcome to the Zombie Horde, the Z Horde, you guys.
Okay, so whenever you're ready for us, we're here waiting for you patiently.
Oh,
Maskino.
Yes. Maskino is about to tell us a story.
Maskino!
Awesome.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Miscast Entertainment is saying, do it! Graveyard Grog has joined your Discord. Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
Creepy Clown Girl. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Miscast Entertainment says only 2 more likes to hit 30 for these epic creators. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Miscast Entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like button, please. We really appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Dice rolling
so
is here,
awesome.
puppy.
Dice, rolling. It's into his house.
Woo woo.
Stay away from snake eyes.
Yes, dice rolling.
That reminds me of a Nicolas Cage movie, Snake Eyes.
I see.
Remember that movie? Who remembers Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage? Or
I don't
maybe
remember
Face
that.
Off. Face Off was epic.
Oh, I love Face Off. That was an epic movie.
Is epic.
I think that was a little terrorizing though. Like
But you know, he played also Ghost Rider, and it didn't do so well.
I loved it though.
But I enjoyed it.
I liked it too.
I mean, you know, it was a watch. It definitely
think
was
so.
a watch.
I would watch it again.
But he was in a movie recently that was really wacky with the visuals. It was like he was with some hippie chick, but then the hippie chick was like part of some freaking, I don't know, she was being hunted by like these creatures or these demons on motorcycles.
Oh goodness.
And then Nicolas Cage went and started like fighting them or something. I don't know, it was crazy. But you guys gotta check it out. Gone in 60 Seconds. That's an awesome
Of course,
Nicolas Cage movie.
Gone in 60 seconds.
But
Get it?
Nice. Nice. But also, how about National Treasure? Right? Those were some fun movies.
Oh yeah, that
National
was fun.
Treasure.
That was a fun movie.
That was a fun movie.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see here.
Dame Saturday says, I got to see Ghost Rider versus Lobo.
Ghost Rider versus Lobo.
That was in the Nick Cage movie, right? I believe so. That was in, I think, part 2.
The what was it? Spirit of Vengeance, I think was the name of it.
I think so, right? That was part 2.
Well, yeah. She said Ghost Rider 1.
Oh, yeah,
you would
well,
think
yeah.
so. It's the movie, right? It's Ghost Rider.
That's why I started watching the that Marvel show. I think it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. Because I heard Ghost Rider was gonna be on it, and I said, let me just start watching this.
I see.
But anyway, but Maskino's back. You ready to read your story, my friend?
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up now. I just want to ask about how long does it need to be, because it's not a long one. It's
As long
just,
as long or short as you want.
Yeah, you know something? Let's do it, baby.
Okay, switching to the story time scene here.
All right. Let me find just a moment. There it is. Found it. All right. Okay, gotcha. Now I'm on my headset mic, so it won't be the same quality as the video. But if you want better quality, shameless plug. It was 2:25 a.m. I sat at my laptop, aimlessly scrolling as the minutes dragged by. Only 3 more hours left until I needed to start getting ready for my long day of work. I leaned back in my chair and cracked my neck. As I heard the tension being released from in between my vertebrae, As I heard the tension being released from in between my vertebrae with a few satisfying pops, I contemplated crawling into bed and calling it a night, but my overstimulated brain was rushing with several hours of scrolling and reading tweets and just going through Reddit posts and overall hitting the next recommended button on videos on YouTube. I eventually found myself in a deadly cycle of switching between the homepage of the inbox and switching between the homepage and the inbox page of Facebook. I reached across the table and took a long swig of my now flat Pepsi and lurched as I felt a little trickle running down my chin and onto my exposed keyboard. Quickly using the sleeve of my hoodie, I frantically wiped off the keys of the sugary liquid that splashed onto it. I cursed under my breath. I really need to stop snacking at my computer, I thought to myself as I observed the many crumbs scattered between the keys. I pulled my sleeve up over my thumb and dabbed it twice on my tongue and began to scrub in between the keys. Hey, don't judge me, I'm sure you've done the same thing before too. After looking over my somewhat cleaner keyboard with satisfaction, I looked back onto the screen. A massive jumble of letters were strewn across the Google search bar as a result of my late-night keyboard scrubbing session. I briefly considered Googling my own name for the 13th time that night, but decided that those 3 hours of sleep might just be enough to get me through my next 8-hour shift. As I was about to stand up, a small square suddenly appeared in the corner of my screen. It was a plain white and red frame with the bold letters that flashed from red to blue, reading, "This link will disappear in 60 seconds. A small timer began counting down from 60 to 59 to 58. I grunted in amusement. Nice try, I thought to myself. Probably some low-budget website or internet scam trying to trick me into taking their survey or giving out my credit card information so that I can win that brand new free iPad. The numbers counted down from 40 to 39, then to 38. As the numbers counted down, my curiosity of what the link would take me to began to grow. I hovered the mouse over the box and then stopped myself. What if clicking this link would install some malware virus onto my computer? I have already had a computer virus once before after pirating a whole season of Rick and Morty onto my computer. The numbers continued to count down from 24 to 23 and then 21. I reached for the top of my screen and began to close it. What if it was just the FBI trying to bait me into clicking onto some illegal website? Just as the screen was about to meet my keyboard, I stopped. But what if it really was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and by clicking this link, I would get to see something that no one had ever seen before? The thought of never knowing where that link would take me it's going to drive me crazy, and I could surely see myself losing sleep over it. I slowly lifted my laptop screen again and saw the numbers count down from 5 to 4 to 3. I gritted my teeth and cursed at my overactive imagination and overall gullibility. I reached down my mouse pad and clicked the link just as the timer reached 1. A new tab appeared on my screen and what looked to be a video began buffering. I held my breath and braced myself for disappointment. I hoped to God it wouldn't be some sort of really messed up porn. It was going to be hard enough getting to sleep without spending the night trying to erase certain imagery out of my mind. I bit my lip as the buffering eventually stopped, and the tab was now filled by a full-screen video. I blinked in confusion as all I saw was a very blurry video feed with a blinking red dot in the corner of the screen next to the words, "Live." I stared for a few seconds, trying to make out what exactly I was supposed to be looking at. From what it looked, it appeared to be the shape of someone's silhouette, just from the head and shoulders, but did the link bring me to a live stream chat with some random person? Hello? I stammered out nervously as the dark face just stared at me in silence. A second later, I heard my voice echo from my computer repeating the same, "Hello." I waited for a second before trying again. "Can you hear me?" The person on the other end of the stream just sat there as I heard my voice once again echo from my computer speakers. It kind of sounded like repeating while you were it kind of sounded like when you're on the phone with someone and they have their volume turned up so loud that you can hear your own voice repeating while you're talking to them. I sat there for a full minute not saying anything, waiting for the person in the live stream to respond or move or pretty much do anything. They just sat there the whole time, barely moving. Then, from the corner of the screen, I saw another figure standing in the background. It also appeared to be the shape of a man. At first, the second figure just sat there, unmoving. Then it began to sway back and forth, like it was some kind of tree in the breeze. This continued for another minute, then it stopped and it went completely rigid. Its head began to twitch from side to side every so often, becoming faster and more rapid as time went on. Then I saw it begin to raise an arm toward the other figure sitting closest to the screen, who, during the duration of this time, just sat there motionless, as if unaware of what was going on behind it. Then I shifted my gaze to the figure behind it as it slowly walked closer and closer to the person, very slowly and, well, jerkily. It walked in a slow, almost zigzag-like pattern. It got closer and closer to the person sitting closest to the screen, who still, to this moment, just sat there motionless, just staring at the screen, not even acknowledging the figure behind them. The figure behind them no longer seemed human in its movements. It was just too strange, too unnatural. It reminded me of the way a puppet on a string walked. It got closer and closer to the other figure. It eventually was so close that its face was nearly resting on its shoulder. My heart began to race. Why don't they notice what's going on? Are they drugged? Are they asleep? Is this some sort of prank, or is this just some sort of sick snuff film being streamed to the dark web by some sort of psychopath? I wanted to yell out to the person, warning them of the figure standing dangerously close to them, whose movements were no doubt no longer no doubt a human being's. God, I wish that image was more clear. It was just so dark and blurry that I could barely make out what I was seeing. Just when I thought it was about to be all over, the twitching figure stopped, and it just went absolutely still, just inches away from the person in front. By that, I mean unnervingly still. Although the figure in front remained still, there was just enough movement to know it was alive. Its shoulders raised rhythmically as it was breathing, but I could catch small movements of its head. The figure behind, though, was still as a corpse. Then slowly, as it began to crouch down off camera and I could no longer see it from behind the seated figure in front of the screen, my heart began to slow down and I leaned in closer to the screen, trying to get a better view of the mysterious figure in front of me. Then, to my surprise, the seated figure leaned in as well. I slowly tilted my head to the side in confusion, but a few seconds later, the seated figure did the same. This guy is mimicking me, I realized in amusement. I raised both my hands slowly, and seconds later the seated figure did the same. I lowered my left hand, and the figure once again did as I did. I held up two fingers next, and the figure did the same. I then noticed a small light at the top of my computer monitor. A steady green light right next to the camera. It was then that I noticed that my camera lens was, well, extremely dusty. It was a wonder that figure could even see me on the other end. Using the same technique as before, I reached my sleeve up and gently wiped the dust off the monitor. The second my gaze returned to the screen, I felt my heart begin to race. The image on the screen was now clear as day. The figure I had been staring at this whole time was me. This whole live stream was not a two-way video chat. It was just a recording of me sitting in front of my laptop. The figure was not mimicking my movements, it was my own reflection. The only reason its movements seemed delayed of mine was because the live feed is always a few seconds behind the actual recording. That also explained why my voice was echoing before. Then just like that, the image disappeared from the screen. The tab I had open no longer showed the link with the flashing text. But just small text reading, error, 404. My mind raced as everything began to settle in. If that was a live recording of me, then that means the lurching figure was behind me in the recording as well. Well, I made two mistakes that night. The first one was clicking the link in the first place. The second was turning around. And that is, this link will disappear in 60 seconds.
Yeah, baby, that was friggin' awesome. Give it up.
What a twist.
For Maskino.
It was all him.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. You did a great job, by the way. It's difficult to read
thank
live,
you.
but you pulled through it.
Oh, it is.
job.
It is. That's why it was a little bit easier to mask whenever I was doing comedy stuff. I could just be like, haha, I got the giggles. But
that was freaking great, man.
No, it was. It was pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
No, I liked it. It's definitely one of my favorite stories that I've done so far, and the person was really impressed with it too. So
You got some hand clap emojis in the chat. You know what else we have in the chat?
Ooh.
A roll call.
We got Jay Nunn. Jay Nunn is into his house. His house. What is up, Jay Nunn?
Welcome, Jaina.
Welcome to the Z
You
Horde.
see how you got hand clap emojis there?
Yep. Let's see. Webcar says that's pretty good. Bathsheba says nice. You know.
J Noon said
The story's
bravo.
getting good. You know. I mean, yeah, man. Getting a lot of love, bruh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like I said, I love seeing the comments and stuff when people
Yes.
stop by my videos.
Yeah,
It's always a
yeah.
big ego boost.
That's right, and that's what I say. Sometimes, listen, we do this because we want to spread the love, but sometimes people just need to hear some words of encouragement. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
To help.
It's
get
like I
them
said
through.
earlier, you gotta. This is a hobby for you, so as long as you enjoy doing it.
Yes.
That's right, and we definitely enjoy doing it.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And we love anything horror, paranormal, spooky, anything like that. Anything like that, we love it. It doesn't matter which subgenre it is. That's why I said we need more paranormal guests as well. Because you see, for us, one of the things that we saw was lacking in the community was, well, the community itself, in the sense that, the paranormals, they had their cliques. The narrator, we had ours. The horror people, we had ours. Everybody had a little something, and then we were like, wait, but we like all of them. We like all the subgenres. I know a talk show, so Kenny came up with Stereo Dread, and I said, well, you know what, baby, that's a good idea, and that's part of the reason why we started live stream, because Kenny thought that it would be a great idea to bring all these communities together, because we're all pretty much the same. We pretty much like the same stuff. A lot of us are believers in the paranormal and the supernatural, and a lot of us like horror. A lot of us like listening to horror and watching movies and stuff like that, and narration. So then what the heck? What's the good divide? But now it's no more division. We're gonna do this. We're gonna bring them together.
I'm for it.
Yes. Awesome.
I know, it definitely does seem a little bit different when you've got like live paranormal investigators or urban explorers or whatever nomenclature they want to go by, and then you've got people who narrate and stuff like that. But I guess you could say that it is technically all falling under the horror genre, but I think that was what was lacking. There just really wasn't a sort of nice communal hub for everyone to kind of come together and say, this is what we got. Here's
communal hub,
what bring to the table.
Nice. Communal hub, indeed. Hashtag communal hub. Horror communal hub. There you go.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a really good idea. Let's name it something. Alrighty. So let's see. Maskino, is there anything that we haven't asked yet that you would like to tell us?
Let's see. You know what? I guess I'm kind of curious about one thing that I would like between not just for like asking future guests, but like I'm kind of curious on your guys's sort of process, like before you sit down and create anything in terms of a video, whether it be getting ready for a stream or preparing for a story or anything like that. What would be like sort of process that you guys kind of go through? Like, is there, you like listen to certain videos or do little personal rituals like to get in that good mindset?
We fight.
Or is it just
we fight to the very
out?
Last minute? We fight.
We fight a little bit to get the juices flowing.
No, I think he likes it.
Nah, you know something? This is the ritual for me. I always got to make sure that my home is at least tidy. I got to tidy up. I always got to do something like with my hands or something, because I like to get that. I like to get the energy out a little bit because I'll be too much. If not, I'll be like, woo, baby, yeah. I'll be going crazy. So I have to, dial it back a little bit.
I know for me and mine, it's kind of weird because we won't really like fight, but like everyone will kind of assume that we're fighting. Like we've scared some people.
Yes.
Like, oh, you guys need to like go to a private room or something. It's like
counseling.
No, this is just us. If we were actually fighting, know.
Yeah, even the way we fight is awesome because, what's the best part of breaking up? Making up. Well, we don't break up because we live in the same house, so we just fight. And
it's just that we want the best out of each other, so and we love each other, so we just push each other.
Yeah, we do. We push each other a lot.
It comes
people
across
are sometimes they're most creative whenever they're angry. So
whatever floats your boat, that's what I say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it just needs to get done. Like it just needs to get done no matter what.
Yep.
And
yep.
Like, I don't care what happens. We got to get it done. Because you see, this is if you want to take it like a hobby.
I'm sorry, I'm
you
laughing
take
because
it like
of
a hobby,
the chat.
and you post whenever you want. But if you're gonna do this legit, you gotta like post consistently, right?
Yeah,
that's
true.
what they say. So
that's what they
like
say.
If you
anyway.
do it once a week, then make sure you do it once a week.
Yes.
If you do it 2 times a week, make sure you do it. Like don't miss a day or something.
That's right.
Because I don't know.
I try my best to adhere to it, but life like for like work or other engagements. Yeah. So there's been some times that I've missed out on a day, and it's unfortunate, but
yeah, it is. I totally understand the feeling. You don't even have to tell me anything else because I know.
Yeah, if I miss it, I at least I get for the most part I usually have at least a story lined up for the next video. So
absolutely. Dane Saturday says
1/3 of it done.
Anger management is overrated.
Nice one. Nice one, Mandy Mortem, with the snappy, funny licks that she puts out there.
You guys are awesome. The Z-Horde is awesome. We love you guys. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Graveyard says, I used to write all the time, then I started to work. It bees like that sometimes. It bees like that.
Gotta pay them bills.
Nice.
Aw. So, Maskino, we'd like to thank you very much for being a very gracious guest with us today and not flipping out on us for all those interruptions, because we do have a lag in our mic, just so you know. We should have told you that in the beginning.
No, it's fine.
Oh my goodness, but thank you so much for being here. Tell the audience one more time about your social media and your YouTube channel.
I posted both of those things in the description, but yeah, go ahead. Let them know.
Okay, well, if you want videos of spooky and scary stories written usually by you people in the community, you wonderful weirdos, I love you all. You can definitely find them on my YouTube channel, and occasionally I'll do a little bit of a comedy to mix it in. If you want to find out sort of any of my inane ramblings, that would be on Twitter, or just general updates on what's going on. Twitter is definitely the best place. It's essentially the only social media I use for getting out there. And if you enjoy video game live streams, usually Saturdays, Sundays, and sporadically throughout the week, that'd be over on Mixer at just my name, Maskino.
Cool.
And
Nice.
that is also to be found either on my YouTube channel or on Twitter. So anywhere you can find me one place, you can find the other. And overall, if you just want to join my Discord and put all your funny pictures in, that's essentially what my Discord's become. It's just, hey, let's laugh at these funny pictures. You can do that, and you can even look at the huge nerd Mr. Creepypasta and all the pictures he posts in there that make me go, geez, man, why would
Awesome.
Does your wife know you're doing this?
I love Mr. Creepypasta.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
he's flipping awesome.
I'd love to see any of you guys anywhere.
Nice. Same here, man. Same here. What was I gonna say? Damn, now I forgot.
I'm sorry, baby. Was that my fault?
Oh,
Did
well.
I distract you?
Nah, I don't.
I'm sorry. That's what you get.
Oh well.
Too much squanchy. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
But at least we're chilling, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Maskino, my love, baby, you have been wonderful. We're gonna kick you out now because we gotta end the stream because I'm tired.
I understand. I enjoy my time, and I'd be happy to come back
Nice.
anytime we're both free.
Yes.
Awesome. Give it up, everybody, for Maskino in the chat. A
Yes,
bunch of
they
hand clap
have been
emojis.
giving it up. We got hearts.
I got links down there in the description for
claps.
Maskino, Twitter as well as YouTube. So check those out.
Awesome.
Thank you once again, Maskino, for joining us, for sharing those scary licks and ditties that you shared with us. Really appreciate it. Very haunting.
Awesome.
Very enthralling. You know.
No problem. I'm sure I'll see everyone again for tomorrow's night stream if nothing comes up.
Wonderful.
Great. Always
Thank
love
you.
to have you, brother. Always love to have you. Give it up for Maskino one more time and have a good night, brother.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Love you. Bye.
Toodles. That was Maskino. Ah, damn, that's what I was gonna ask him.
He said Maskino.
He said Maskino. I always thought it was Maskino.
But now I'm used to it, so we're gonna have to keep saying Maskino. I love it.
Not Maskino.
It's a thing now. It's a thing.
Maskino. Wait, Maskino.
Yeah, man. It just rolls better.
Wait,
Yes,
which one is it? Let's ask the people in the chat. Before you go to sleep, Dice Rolling, is it Maskino or is it Maskino when I say it?
I don't know. I
What's
love
going on, guys?
Maskino. Oh my God. Yes.
Dang it.
So then,
Just
hey,
missed it.
tell you what, you guys. We love you. But we gotta go. We gotta go.
Stay safe and you're in the path of that hurricane.
Oh,
Reach out to your
please.
loved ones. Make sure they're all right. Send your prayers.
Please be safe. Take care of each other. Take care of, family and friends. If they'll have you and they're not crazy, Heck, even crazy people, just take care of each other, man. Because you know what? I think I'm crazy too. So don't even worry about it. But please take care of each other. Lots of light, love, blessing, positivity everywhere, hugs all around. We guys, we love you. Thank you for being here with us today. Don't forget to stay in touch in our social media, because the party never ends.
Look, Dice Rolling just said I was kind of accustomed to Maskino.
That's right.
And she was says Maskino.
You're stuck with it.
I'm sorry, I gotta keep calling you Maskino, brother. I'll be the only one calling you Maskino.
Yeah, we're stuck with it. You're stuck with it. Love you guys.
Me culpa. Not bad.
Have a great night. I'm gonna go to sleep.
No hard feelings, we hope, though, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe grab myself a little snack. Go to sleep.
Peanut butter jelly time.
So, creepy clown girl, say hi to Ophelia for me. I don't remember seeing her, but please, is she okay? And tell her I say I love her.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, right?
I believe it's Thursday today. Yep, now it's Thursday. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Tomorrow's Friday.
Isn't tomorrow the midday horde rush with creepy?
It'll be in the calendar.
Or is that Friday?
I don't know. It'll be in the calendar, but
tomorrow night is Victoria Beckham.
What?
Yeah, tomorrow night's Victoria Beckham. Don't forget to check
Friday
that out.
the 6th. Is Victoria Beckham? Friday the 6th?
I thought it was Thursday.
Today is Thursday, so why are you saying tomorrow?
It's tonight then.
Tonight at 6 p.m. EST, or
Yeah.
that's what you said.
Check the calendar. It's up there somewhere, damn it.
Okay, you guys, look, now we're bickering because we gotta go to sleep. Love you guys. Thank you. And as always, these zombie friends, watch your six.